because I'm currently working on the Real Ormond Hightower,
Oh, fun.
but half an hour. It's somehow half an hour of audio, unedited, to clarify. So I probably
Right.
because repeat myself a lot if I say a sentence the wrong way or there's kind of mouth
Yep.
noises or
Yep.
whatever. But it'll probably be around 20 to 25 minutes. And I thought this would be a quick, like, 8-minute video. So I don't know what I'm doing. And I have to make a Helena
Jeez.
video too. And I want to just end my Hot D nightmare and just have a 2-week break. But I can't do it unless these 2 videos are out because my brain's telling me they need to be out before I can do anything. So that's fun.
It's no rest for the wicked.
That's true. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to another Fantasy Haven live stream. It's a Normie stream with Alex, which
I'm
means
alive.
I'm alive. Oh, I wish I had that on the. I have it on the soundboard of my Fantasy Haven Discord account, but not on my personal account with you. Oh, I could have spammed the hell out of that.
Yep.
But yes, welcome. Normie stream. Alex has not read the books, is not engaged in the online fandom. Alex is just enjoying the show for what it is. And we're going to discuss the finale of House of the Dragon episode 8, the finale.
8. It's 8.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's cook. I am mildly. I'm a bit late. I'm a little bit. We were going to do this at 8, but I scheduled it for 8:15 just in case, and it may be 8:45 instead. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's jump into it. Oh,
10 p.m. It's better than 10 p.m.
You don't want to finish at 1:30 in the morning?
Amazingly, I don't.
I know. All right, before we jump into it, I do want to say I got a tip. Not while I was streaming, I just got a random tip, so I'm going to read it out because it references you. So, Streamlabs tip from David Rombauer, who says, "Thank you for all your live streams, Quinn, Normie, etc. I love to listen to relax after a hard day at work. Thank you for all your YouTube content. Been a long-time viewer, and I like all your videos. Have a great time with life and everything." That's almost too wholesome. I'm suspicious.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I'm suspicious. Thank you so much, David. That was 3 days ago, so that's not counting towards splitting the money and giving it to you, Alex.
Oh, you bastard.
There we go. Right. Speaking of, if people want to support the channel and want to support me and also Alex, because I do actually split the proceeds with, well, let's be honest, the charity case who's going to be talking about the episode with me.
Yeah.
So feel free to send in super chats. Feel free to send in Streamlab donations, etc., etc. Ask questions. Give us your theories. If it's spoilery with regards to the future of House of Dragon, I just won't read it out. And try to... Actually, I always say keep spoilers to a minimum in the chat, but Alex, you don't read the chat.
No.
So you could be
Only if I
spoilery.
need to look to see at your slideshow.
Yeah, but you can ignore. Yeah, you can be spoilery if you want. I don't mind. But shall we move on? Right. Overall thoughts on the episode, which was called... Do you know the name?
Treasons at Tumbleton.
Yeah.
I do know this time.
Yeah.
Which I did see before watching the episode, and I was a bit like, oh, now I know.
Rot-row. It's almost like it's a shit title.
It is.
The Treasons at
For
Tumbleton.
the finale.
Goofy
For the finale.
Goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
Goofy.
They've been missing with these.
Oh, they have been... Oh my god. The Dragon in Winter, named after a play, The Lion in Winter. Faceless Men, when there are no faceless men. What are they doing? It's been embarrassing.
Fell off big time.
Fell off. Anyway.
At least it's only the titles.
So that's just the title. What did you think of the finale?
I liked it, honestly. When I... second watch, I saw like a couple of things. I was like, nah. But first watch, I was like, yeah, this is some classic. It's not like top tier, but it's solidly good. Like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. It was good. I liked it.
Solidly good battle finale, you think?
Yes, I think so.
And it is.
I mean, there's things. I'm not saying there's things I aren't. I think they definitely could have done it better. But as on my first watch, you know, I was watching it. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. It's interesting that it does end on a battle. It's not like Game of Thrones where the penultimate episode is the battle and then there's the aftermath and the setup for the next season. It's 8 episodes bookended, episode 1 and 8, by big battle sequences.
Yeah, probably should have been like this. Probably should have been the penultimate one. I think there's maybe an episode missing after this one, but
there were...
as an episode, I thought it was great. So
all right, let's dive into it then. So we start off. Oh, Tapestry. We get a full look at uh, what's been building up over the season, which is basically Rhaenyra and her court, basically. So on to Rhaenyra's left, if you can see on screen, we have Mysaria, we have Torrin Manderley, Lady Frey for the short time she was on the council. She was the diversity hire. Maester Orwyle on the far left, and then to Rhaenyra's right, Daemon, Corlys, Alicent, Helena, just the King's Landing crew. And then we sort of get a juxtaposition of Aemond doing a similar hands out motion with flames around him and sunfire behind him, and then the tapestry burns up. So
He burns the army. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Put Alice and Helena on Rhaenyra's side, even though they kind of aren't.
They're hostages
like,
basically.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess they're important figures in King's Landing.
Yeah.
From the perspective of the histories.
Yes.
And then, yeah, sorry, go.
Oh no, I've got nothing to say.
I was just going to say, like, something about the arms out. You could argue is slightly, slight Jesus imagery, maybe.
I guess maybe with Aegon.
I'm thinking
Sunfire behind him and everything.
I'm only saying that to segue into the opening bit where Rhaenyra walks into the room and says, "He is risen."
Yeah.
So we had Scapegoat, and we had Bedlam, and now we have He is risen.
I mean, that's just a coincidence. I didn't even notice. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't think it's a deliberate?
I mean, by the
nod?
writers, maybe, probably. They probably patted themselves on the back. They're like, oh yeah, we got a good one in there. But I didn't really notice.
It's the worst edit job I've done for the Aegon's face on Jesus. Like, I didn't even bother. I did not even try. Look how messy that is. Anyway, but yes, no, it kind of feeds into the plot because on Mysaria's advice, Rhaenyra basically decided to proclaim Aegon is dead, murdered by Aemond, which kind of gets rid of two birds with one stone, right? If Aegon is dead, cool, he's dead. If he's alive, she can just say, oh, that's any old burned man pretending to be Aegon. And also, it makes Aemond look even worse, delegitimizes him for the throne because he killed his brother, right? The only issue is that not only has Aegon returned, but Sunfire's returned too, which basically confirms that this is the real Aegon. And so now, instead of, oh, Rhaenyra lied, a bunch of small folk are like, oh my god, Aegon is back from the dead. This is a sign from the gods, right? So it's kind of fucked her up a bit, and she has an emotional chat with Daemon, who's like, it's all good, bestie. It's all good, twin. It's all good, wife/niece. I got you. We're gonna take Tumbleton, and when we've done that, we're gonna fuck up Aegon. Yeah. So, what did you think of this intro scene?
I mean, I don't have too much on the scene itself. Well, I mean, yeah, the thing with like her choice to say Aegon's dead. I mean, for the characters it works. The only potential way she could have done it better would have been, oh, I think maybe could have said like Aemond attacked him and then Aegon fled or ran away or whatever, so he's a coward. Maybe
just in case he returned.
Because then, yeah, but then I suppose that requires a bit of even considering that Sunfire's alive, which is only something the audience would do, really. So she did really. It's more stuff out of her control.
Although this episode, she makes decisions in her control.
Oh, absolutely.
That are not good. So, there's a mixing up a bit from everything happening to her from outside forces.
Yeah. I think actually, I completely lied that I don't have much to say about this scene. I have plenty to say about this.
Go on.
I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I think in this scene, I don't know if I'm being too dramatic, but like, this is I don't know if they'll continue this or if they'll do a classic Hot D and just go back on her character change. But I feel like this is the end of Viserys kind of Rhaenyra. Finally. Oh my god. After 2 seasons of, oh, I'm not going to spare mercy, I want to kill them all. And then going, oh, but this might finally be her just giving up on that and just be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to kill all of them. Only I can be queen.
Yeah. Do you mean torn between sort of Viserys on one hand, then Daemon on the other, and then also Mysaria pushing for the,
Viserys-y stuff. Because I mean, what she says in the
Well,
last episode is like, "Oh, it's what Viserys would have wanted."
I mean, Myzari
So
is not so much pushing Viserys stuff. I think.
no, but
I don't think Viserys
she's
cared that much about the
using
small folk. She's using
no,
his.
but she's using his memory to influence her.
But it's like these three different groups pulling her one way or the other, and then this episode she's like, okay, I'm rejecting Viserys' legacy, which is ultimately just peace, but also making mistakes and leading to warfare
Yeah,
after his death, and also kind of just being like, I'm not with Myzari anymore. Screw it. Let's just go the Daemon route. Let's go the kind
yep,
of superiority route, and yeah, we'll dive into that we'll dive into the Myzari stuff in a sec. But yeah, it's nice to see Daemon, supporting his wife. It's nice to see a man support his wife.
yes.
Very
Uncle support his
very
niece,
wholesome. It's a wholesome anime.
family relationship.
It's wholesome.
Yeah, you do see in this scene how much she places in the prophecy. Um, like she's not like, oh, politically this is bad because the small folk. I mean, she does say like they think he's returned, but it's all within the context of like the fact that she does really believe that she's prophesied. So like that's the center of her worldview. So I guess that, and as part of her shift to Daemon, she's like, okay, I'm going full prophecy. Fuck everyone. It's time to be a true Targaryen.
Do you think? I guess I guess we could talk about it later, but seeing as we're on the subject of Rhaenyra, how do you think the pacing of her arc has been handled this season?
Not great. Um, I think overall, by the time I got to the end of the episode, one of the first things I thought was like they kind of have. I think they might have tried to make it too much of a bumper finale, and they just ended up delaying and padding in the season. Like I think they put off a bunch of developments so they could have it all at the end, and then in doing so, did some more classic Hot D season 2 like push it down the road a bit because in the end of the last episode, she seemed to be going to. It was the last episode, wasn't
Yeah,
it? She seemed to
yeah,
be going to Massaria, and
yeah,
all the umming and ahhing seems to have just kind of gone, oh, back to Damon. Um, and
yeah. It's a bit.
it's a bit too much. And again, like we've had season 2 where she kind of kept changing her mind, kept being like, oh, I'm gonna go vengeance, but oh, we can't. She did some like Daenerys style flip
I
flopping.
I personally think her. I think her arc this season, in terms of episodes 1 to 7, ignoring this episode, her episode 1 to 7 arc should have been in season 2, and then
Yes, yeah,
season 3 should have essentially been this episode as an arc, or at least part of an
yeah,
arc.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's more. I don't think they've escaped season 2 at all. Um, yeah,
Right. Well, unless you've got anything else to add, because there's lots more Rhaenyra stuff to talk
um,
about later.
there
Th-
is. Specifically for this scene, I would have talked slightly about the music in this because I like
Ooh,
the
go
House
on.
of the Dragon music stuff. I don't have anything too much technical to say, but it's like in this scene, I was like hearing the music, which it's not too bad in this scene, but I was like, it reminded me that there's not been any like really good bits. Like season 1 had quite a few. Season 2 had like maybe just had a
I
couple, mostly just the end bit. And then this season also didn't have any like really stand out like damn that's a good bit of soundtrack
yeah, I like.
except for this episode.
Ooh, I'll have to rewatch. What is it? This section then?
No, it's the battle music. I love.
Oh,
It's
cool.
great.
I do really
Um,
like Rhaenyra's theme from season 1, which has come back.
yes.
It does
Yeah.
return. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't really have much music chat because I don't think Quinn and I are like musically inclined.
I mean,
But
I'm not. I don't know much about like the theory and stuff. But I do like listening to
yeah,
soundtracks and things, so I keep an ear out
I mean,
generally.
it's the same guy from Game of Thrones. It's Ramin Djawadi.
Yeah,
I think he cooked
great.
harder with Game of Thrones, but
yes, yeah, he did.
I do
And
think
he
I did.
did.
I really like
Um,
Rhaenyra's theme. Like,
yeah, he did a lot of really good themes in season 1 that they've been using throughout, which is great. Um, it's just there's not really been any good new bits. Um, except for the battle using this episode, which I think he really cooked with.
I'll have to rewatch it and like keep an ear out for the music.
It's on Spotify
Oh, let's
as
go.
well.
Let's go. I really hope our phones don't explode during this stream, by the way.
That would be
Speak
unfortunate.
speaking of Spotify, the terrifying ear rape of a government alarm talking about wildfires. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
nearly fell out my chair. Anyway, right after this scene, just a quick little one. We have a confrontation with Baylor, who Rhaenyra has basically been ignoring for most of the season because considers her partly responsible for Jace's death. And in this scene, Baylor sort of confronts her and is like, "Ayo, no, like let's actually talk, let's chat." And what is it she says? Does she blame Rhaenyra for what? What she blame Rhaenyra for?
That's a good.
I can't remember.
What is it specifically?
Does she blame Rhaenyra for partly for Jace's death because it was like, or is she? Is it Rhaena she talks about? I can't remember.
Oh, for Rhaena, it's Rhaena. She says that she discarded
Oh, I
Rhaena
see. Yeah, and
and
you
doesn't
know,
care
yeah,
about her. Which
and
I mean, she let her. I don't know.
I don't know,
She
man.
let her live.
Yeah, I think Baylor's in the wrong here. I don't know what Baylor's yapping about. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, I think she's just tired and aggrieved, and I don't know.
yeah,
Decides I'm just gonna talk shit to the queen.
yeah.
who's
She keeps
in a bad
ignoring me.
place.
Keeps ignoring me, and it's annoying. My kind of stepmom slash oh god, stepmom slash
Aunt,
ex mother-in-law.
and because Damon's Baylor's mum, right? So it's oh yeah, stepmom. But then, oh my god, I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Damon is an uncle, so it's like cousin, definitely
No.
cousin.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
You know
Second
what?
cousin?
Let's not.
Anyway, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? Oh yes, that's what Flippy's reminding me in the chat. Thank you, Flippy. Says Baylor blames Rhaenyra for Corlys being kidnapped. Basically, like you drove him away by not legitimizing the bastards, which put him in a position to get kidnapped. I think that's kind of weak. I think that's just Baylor lashing
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
Which is fine.
yeah, it's fine.
She's
It's
allowed to.
like with every Baylor scene, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not very interesting. At least she's not snogging Alan.
Yeah, at least it's been built up that she's unhappy
Yeah.
rather than just random snogging Alan.
And I don't like how Rhaenyra like angrily grabs her face and not mine, but I guess I'll have to
Yeah, you have to
I'll have to deal with that.
confront her about random
Bro,
things.
There's like something this season in particular, Rhaenyra's been doing certain facial expressions and like little like eyebrow raises, and I've just been like
She's been having fun with the like being a bit more evil.
you can
and
tell
being a bit
that
more in charge.
you can tell how much Emma Darcy likes playing this version of Rhaenyra compared to the
Yes.
constant hand wringing.
Yeah.
What would you have me do?
She's
type shit.
having they're definitely having more fun playing Rhaenyra here.
But moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on, we go over to Tumbleton. Obviously, the army's building up outside the town because from their perspective, they're like, "What the fuck even is this battle? Like, you seized a poorly defended market town. You have one tiny dragon. We're just going. Yes, sure, we can't destroy the town because you're holding a hostage, but we'll just take it with men. Like, you have no out here. So, but inside, the vague poster continues to not tell Daeron or Gwaine his plan." But we have a knighting scene. He knights Daeron as Sir Daeron the Daring. And he's got tears in his eyes when he does it.
We missed a scene. But
Oh, what did we
we'll
miss?
do this one. We'll do
Okay,
this
okay,
one. We
okay.
missed Alan saying he's Lord of the Tides, which a few things to say about that. But we'll do this scene, which what was I gonna? His armor is getting better look at Ormond's armor. Is
Yes. Yes, he's got the high tower and
wow.
the various depictions of the seven faces of the gods.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
It's the best armor in the show.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, yeah, because you told me last time or one of the streams, how Daeron gets knighted in the books. So, which is like in battle after he's done something. He's actually done something. daring.
Yeah, that doesn't happen
I
here.
think- No. So it's a little bit it's a bit weaker. It's a bit more like, look, he's Daeron the Daring. But I think that there's still it's not like it's empty because I think all it does is it reflects more on Ormond than on Daeron this scene.
Yeah,
because it's like it's Ormond being like, "Oh, you're Daron the Daring. I'm giving you a cool name because
yeah.
like he's bigging him up
It's a little
as
like,
an extension of himself rather than
mm,
it's something Daron's done." So I don't think it's entirely like flat. It's
yeah,
definitely not as cool as the book one, but it's still there's still something there.
yeah. It's like, here's an epithet I'm giving you because I'm molding you into what I want you to be as king.
Yeah,
I want you to basically be the daring high tower king, and you're gonna, bring basically Andal cultural supremacy to the Iron Throne, get rid of all the weird Targaryen shit. Let's go. Um, basically, sort of Allison on steroids in that regard. Uh,
yes,
yeah, and he got the tears in his eyes too. He's genuinely emotional by doing this.
yeah. The,
But so the previous scene, Adam, I wanted to bring that up in a later scene. I was gonna
Alan.
Alan,
Oh,
sorry, I was
okay.
gonna merge them for when he talks to
Yeah,
Alan.
that's fair. That's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
but yes,
When you said the first scene, I was looking at my notes. I was going to make extra things. The very first scene, when it
mm.
says Aegon's dragons. So,
Huh?
does she think?
Oh,
She definitely says Aegon's dragons plural.
I guess
Does
she's.
she think Aemon's on side, or does she think?
I think she yeah. I think yeah, because Rhaenyra doesn't know that Aemond tried to kill Aegon. That's not a known thing to them.
Oh, right.
And also, she probably assumes that they've named Daeron king because
Oh, so she's yeah,
she's
okay,
probably assuming Ormond's like, oh, Ormond will now automatically side with Aegon, and not realizing that Ormond's doing a power play.
yeah,
Actually, she
just a
probably
bit.
does know that. Actually, but yeah, I think it means Sunfire and Vhagar.
Right, okay, yeah. Um,
But yeah, we also in Tumbleton we have Hugh is kind of doing a drunk monologue, um, about Ulf. Sorry, I always Hugh, Ulf,
you
Adam. I
always,
always mix the three of
yeah,
them up. But yeah, he's drunk and he's stumbling around and he's like boasting about the fact that he's basically his plan is what he's been ordered to do is basically burn the entire Riverland host and including Daemon, who's going to be on foot. And then boom, Rhaenyra loses two dragons at once. She loses Silverwing, who joins Ormond, and then she just loses Daemon, which means powerful ally and no one to ride Craxes, and her biggest land army's gone. And he's like, "Let's go," and then he just, yeah, we
gets
late,
hammered.
yeah, we later find out that he went too hard.
Yep. Oh, so I mean, he's very curious. No, not very. How did I get curious? Confident. What happened there? He's very confident that Damon's not gonna ride Caraxes. I guess, which he half does. Damon half rides Caraxes. Um, so I don't know. And no one. He's like, I said, "Oh, the right," and there's just crickets.
I
Like
like how
I,
he has a white plume on his helmet.
he does. It's more white than his hair.
Yeah,
Um, and
hell
his
yeah.
helmet doesn't really fit. And yeah,
Ulf,
it's like
the white goat.
well,
The
we'll
goat.
see.
You don't like Ulf?
No. I like. Yeah. We'll get to his scene later.
He might have the highest kill count of the entire show so far, but
Maybe.
maybe Rhaenys hasn't
Yeah.
beat. But yeah.
Oh, true. He did randomly kill all those people for no reason.
But yes, moving on from this, we have Helena. She's got a small little time to chill in the garden. Then nope, back to your bedroom cell basically. And she sorry, just before this,
Zarya gets kicked
my
out.
apologies. Rhaenyra calls an Uber for my Zarya after their one night stand. She's like, I'll text you tomorrow.
I
I'll
made you breakfast. Time to go home.
I'll hit you up on Instagram. I promise. I'll message you again. What was your name again? Yeah, my Zarya. That's it. And then yeah, Uber's waiting outside.
More proving of the I've forgotten the whorehouse lady. Her
Sylvie.
point. Sylvie, yep, about them not actually caring about Mazaria. Though I don't know, there's something. She's not just saying, like, oh, off you go. She's not casting her out to the street. She's sending her with a load of money to Pentos, which I guess
Yeah, she's
she's
given
maybe
her a
she's sending her away from the fight. So
given her a
there's some
golden
kind of kindness there.
given her a golden
But
parachute basically.
Uber X or whatever the premium's called.
Yeah. It's not regular. It's Uber X.
But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know how Rhaenyra feels about this. Whether she's like, ugh, I don't care about her thoughts, get her out of here. Or if she's like, she was nice, or like she was helpful, but I don't, her time's passed, I'm going to send her somewhere nice where she won't get killed. Like, you could read this a couple different ways, I think.
Yeah, I
Um,
personally, I think it's one of the aspects of the show that's quite rushed. Like,
yeah.
I'm a bit like I understand the point is she's like, I don't want my Zarya as an advisor anymore. I don't want someone who like goes on about the small folk. I'm choosing the Daemon path. She's made her choice. She's rejected Viserys and Mysaria. She's going to Daemon. But it does feel just very like, last episode, they were like
Last episode, she seemed to be going to Massaria.
yeah,
I
it,
feel like
it
there's a scene missing.
I feel like the maybe multiple scenes missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a bit confused by this. I was like, huh? And I got it a bit more on a second watch, but I was still like, oh, okay.
I mean, I thought that she wouldn't go to Bazaria. She would ultimately Bazaria would lose because like she was way too ambitious in the last
Yeah.
episode.
But we needed
Like,
more
I
of
knew she would lose, but yeah, there's this kind of quite a sudden, just
for m-
okay, which
for m-
again I think is them packing in the finale instead of
but it
maybe
baffles
putting a few
me.
of these.
It baffles me, and I did like the last few episodes, but it baffles me how much of the last few episodes feels like things are being dragged out and a bit fillery, and then
Yeah.
everything's crammed in here. I'm like, why couldn't the last few episodes have been Mysaria falling from grace? Why couldn't it have been
Yeah,
her
why
rise
did-
and fall?
Why wasn't this the end of the last episode? Was the Bazaria's leaving?
Yeah. I mean,
Because you
it
could
could
have
be
that
this.
whole episode.
It could be this episode, but you could have last episode be the build up to why she's fired this episode. Like,
Yeah, I think it's just the last scene of of episode 7 that makes this really weird because I thought at the start of that scene that that was Rhaenyra about to like tell her off and send her away because she'd been way too ambitious, but then she doesn't, and then she does. Like I feel like it's just that scene that makes this not make sense. I
yeah,
think,
yeah.
or at least makes it make less sense.
But
Though
she's sent away. And before she fully goes, she turns to Helena and is spitefully like, "Oh yeah, that baby you've got, gonna be a hostage, lol." Which Helena kind of already knew anyway, but just kind of
yeah.
Mezara just says it spitefully.
She does, and
Damn.
Helena sees the white horse, which is a symbol of death. So
Flip in the chat said Mizara got fucked and chucked.
she really did.
Damn, pumped and dumped. All right, let's move on. What's next?
Yeah.
Oh, we move over to Harrenhal, where Aemond is still kind of sad boy,
Uh,
and
So also the one thing of Mazaria talking to Helena is that she says that Aegon's alive, which Helena didn't know. Right?
does Mozaria say that?
Yeah, she says that
Oh,
Aegon
shit.
has risen again and the people are flocking
Hell
to
yeah,
him. So Helena learns that her brother husband is alive,
yeah.
and then I don't know how that how that influenced her decision at the end of the episode. I don't know.
I think it further adds to the fact that her child is
Yes.
politically important to Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine a scenario where Aemond or Daeron are like, I don't care about my nephew / niece hostage, whereas Aegon would be like, that's my child.
Mm.
But yeah, over to Harrenhal. Alice Rivers basically reveals her backstory, which is not in Fire and Blood. It's not revealed in the book. I don't know if it's canon to the book or if it's a show only thing. But did you get what she was saying? Did you?
Is it Lord Harren the Black? I want to say.
Yeah, King Harren.
King Harren. Yeah, the Harrenhal man. So she was his wife.
Yeah, that seems to be the implication.
So she's over 100 years old.
Yeah, well, what do you
She's
think?
getting down with a 19-year-old. That's crazy.
Why do you think Aemond got so excited when he was like, "Yo, over 100"? Just immediate snog. He's like, "Let's go."
What's that? That's Gilf.
That's Gilf. That's beyond Gilf. We need a new name. Like,
Good Gilf.
that's good Gilf.
Good Gilf.
My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little at the start of the scene. There's a little bit of like voice. He's hearing some kind of voices or something, which I tried. The version I was watching didn't have subtitles. Which is very annoying because I tried to hear what they were saying. My hearing's bad, so but it sounds like Aegon yelling, and then someone's like, "Do you remember?" And someone says, "I remember nothing." So I don't know what's up with that.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Crazy. You don't even know.
Yeah, no.
There's something going on there. Um, and then Aemon's all self pity and wallowing around. And then yeah, good gilf. I don't. It's. Did she need to be Lord Harren the Black's wife?
What do you think? Well, talk to me. Do you think it's better that would you have preferred if her origins were mysterious and she was a mysterious
Yeah,
witch as opposed to like she's officially the wife
yeah.
of a guy from 100 years ago, or her family were killed. She's kind of due to dabbling in
I
kind of
don't. I
rustic
don't.
old gods magic. She's now
Yeah,
kind of stuck and cursed forever to be,
I don't see how that's gonna influence her actions more. Like all it does is tell the audience, okay, I can't leave Harrenhal because she says she's like tied there, right?
Well, it's ambiguous because I thought that's what she meant, but when I watched it second time, she was like she talked more about the like being tied to the lands and rivers. So I'm like, is it just that she's bound to the riverlands specifically? Because that's not that big of a curse
Yeah,
compared
that's
to
fine. You could go loads of places, but she seems to say that she's stuck there because she says that she's has to like put up with all the lords who live there. So
yeah. The implication is that she's bound
the
to
implication
Harrenhal
she's
and its
stuck
lands.
in Harrenhal.
Yeah,
But then with that information, the only reason they would tell us that is if at some point that's going to come up because Aemond will be like, "Oh, we should leave," or there's some kind of thing where she will have to leave, and she'll be like, "Oh, I can't
or
because the curse."
or it's an
Like,
explanation for why she so desperately wants to rule Harrenhal, as
yeah,
is that she's tied to it and she's kind of one with it, and she's like, I don't want to be a servant within its walls. I want to rule over the thing that I'm bound to for eternity. And it also retroactively puts a spin on her relationship with Aemond, which we've been viewing it through
that's true.
a
Yeah,
one-sided lens of Aemond has mummy issues, and then Alice is like, yeah, I lost my
she's
son.
got son issues.
Yeah, so it's like, I do think it's not nothing.
It, yeah,
I
that's
like it.
fair. That's true.
But I
Um,
also understand you being like, you prefer
yeah,
the mystery of like,
I feel like there's more they could do it. Like it's yeah, like you say, it's not nothing, but I feel like there must have been more interesting ways
oh, Flippy's
they
mentioning in the
could have
chat
taken
that
it.
Alice leaves Harrenhal in season 2 to assassinate Grover Tully off screen.
Where does that happen?
It's implied because it's basically Damon's like, I need Lord Tully dead because his grandson is more malleable,
Oh
and
yeah,
then he mysteriously dies, and I think there's something that hints that like Alice was
yeah,
involved.
I remember that. Also, but Barb, did she do that? Did she send some magic, like demon
Uh,
baby thing,
an owl.
like in Game of Thrones, or an owl or something? Some ravens to pluck out his throat.
Merger Sow.
That's yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know. Yeah,
we can move
it's
on. We can move on from Harrenhal then. Um,
yeah we can.
Two, Rhaenyra confronts Helena and is basically like, "Tell me more vision stuff," and she just doesn't. Because Rhaenyra hasn't noticed that she's like making a tapestry with that that her dreams are on,
Yep.
and and Helena's basically like starts talking about a beetle that appears in the summer and how beautiful it is, and Rhaenyra's like, "Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?" And just like, cool, I don't care. And Helena's like, yeah, of course you don't care. You're ugly. No, you. The red keeps
Yeah,
ugly, and your ambitions are ugly, and you're ugly. Because Helena, actually, no, I'm not gonna. What was your takeaway?
my takeaway the first time, because obviously I did know she was gonna die, so I was like, okay, she is knowing that Aegon alive, like, is she kind of waiting for him or something? Or is she just rebelling or something? But then second time, I was like, okay, I felt like she was kind of testing to see if Rhaenyra actually cared about living beyond just fulfilling her prophecy and just being queen and having a revenge. If she actually cared about anything else, and she doesn't. I guess. I mean, I don't know if she'd care about the little beetle thing anyway, but I feel like that's Helena's way of being like, okay, are you actually like a person, or are you
Yeah,
just a vessel for revenge? And then she's like, sure, bug, yeah, whatever. And then she's like, okay, so you don't care, and you're just full of
yeah.
ugly emotions.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and
she's
you
not
don't.
literally ugly. Even Helena can't. Like, come on.
I don't know.
But
No one hates women more than other women.
I don't feel like that's true. Um, But
Yeah, no.
emotionally,
Yeah.
she's yeah.
Yeah, she's like
Um,
you don't care about me and love me as a sister. You're like you are just like you said, a vessel of ambition and vengeance from her
yep.
perspective. Can't appreciate the joy and beauty of something as simple as wildlife.
Yeah.
Um, and
And
then and she refuses to eat. And instead of being like, "How do I look after my sister?" She's like, "All right, force
just
feed
force
her,
feed her.
force feed her. I need
Yeah.
her alive because basically I need her baby alive because he's
Yep.
valuable hostage." Um,
I feel like this is the old because this is the ultimate casting out of Viserys. Because does she say here like, oh no, Helena's like Viserys would want you to do this, or like he would hate you for this,
yes, yes,
and then Rhaenyra's like, well, I don't care.
yeah.
Where like what does that change? So it's the ultimate like end of her kind of trying to follow her dad, which feels again like we said earlier feels a bit late, but at least she got
Yeah,
there in the end.
yeah. Got there in the end. I think Reino's really fucking fun this episode. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And we
She
can
finally
we'll talk
getting
about
to do
we'll
things
talk about
finally.
we'll talk about the drip later because
Oh yeah,
um but yeah, poor Helena force fed.
yeah.
So
Which I think made her decision for her, I guess. Um,
yeah,
that
I'm
makes sense.
gonna merge the Alan scenes. So there's the initial one where a bunch of Valarian soldiers are there, and they're like, we can't march on Tumbleton because Corlys is there, and then Alan is like, yes, we will on my orders because I'm his fucking son, boy. Even though neither of them have yet been legitimized for what it's worth, but he's like owning
Yeah,
it now. And then in a later scene, Adam is like, yeah, what the hell? Corlys is gonna die. And Alan's like, yeah, but Corlys would want this. He would rather that we take it and take Tumbleton and stamp out the high towers than, than we bend
yeah.
the knee.
He knew the risks.
Which
Um,
we later see Corlys in a cell, and he's outright like, I don't care what you're offering me. I'm not gonna side with you. So I
yeah.
think it's
So
a correct read of who Corlys is as a person.
yeah,
But there is something to be said that if Corlys dies, Rhaenyra will probably legitimize her loyal ally Alan and make him the new lord. So like,
yeah,
what's going on? What's going on here with
yeah.
Alan?
It's ambitious Alan hours, which I
Mm.
think has been kind of building. Because every time I've said, "Oh, Alan's doing quite well actually," these streams, it's been him kind of getting into King's Landing politics and kind of figuring out like kind of what's the word? What's the he's like I don't know. He's kind of being influenced by King's Landing. He's kind of getting into the whole politics thing, and he's been figuring out how to hold his own.
He's
And
fallen into the viper's nest, but he's able to stay on his feet.
yes, but as a result, he's got the kind of ambition that being in that position like makes you feel. I suppose the kind of desire for more. I guess, and also because he's the only bastard in like he wants to be legit on the same level as all the other lords and stuff because he I guess feels like he's doing good. I think that's also part of the reason why he's not Baylor in that weird scene. It's supposed to be him becoming a King's Landing type Valyrian
Mm.
thing. Wait, I still don't like the scene, but
Maybe he
I think
views
that's the
Baylor as like
idea.
a kind of, hold on, if she's into me, then that's a potential arrangement later on if I do get
Yeah,
legitimized.
yeah. Also, like the
I don't think the scene was played like that though. Like,
no, but it yeah, it shows one of the like main group of even though she's currently out of favor and she's kind of being ignored, she's still one of she was going to be queen. So the fact that she's interested in him is him like, oh okay, I'm getting somewhere. I'm on the up.
I
Um,
mean, the Targusi is powerful.
clearly. Um,
So
but
people in
then
the
in this scene,
yeah, go on.
I say this scene with his silly helmet.
Yes,
Um,
people in the chat are roasting the helmet.
it's so bad. The visor is pointless. What does it do?
It doesn't even go
What?
down, and if it did, it
No.
would cover his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The helmets
Um,
in this bad in this show are shockingly bad, especially compared to Duncan Egg. Not that they're perfect in Duncan Egg, but there's a lot
but
of great
these are
ones.
like plastic
Yeah,
helmets.
yeah.
The armor hasn't been too bad, I don't think. The helmets though, Bold John gets done poorly as well.
I don't mind
Um,
Boljon. I think Ormond's is terrible.
yeah, Almonds isn't great.
Boljon
Almonds
is.
is a
I
we
don't
need to
think
see his
it's.
face kind of thing.
Ugh,
Yeah, I didn't like it.
yeah,
Um,
fair.
even though I know it's a real helmet design and stuff, it's just the way it is made. I didn't
Yeah, no, that's
look to
fair.
my face.
Especially just
Um,
Duncan Egg has spoiled us because it's helmets with
yes,
lots of
yeah,
personality that, with a few exceptions like Lionel Baratheon, like look like proper medieval helmets with proper
yeah,
visors and everything.
yeah. Actually feel metal and not just like plastic with metal sound effects over the top, which is what these feel like. Um,
Do
but
you
I
think?
mean,
Do you think you're able to put the mic closer to you? People are saying there's a
yeah,
slight audio difference.
I can't. Okay, I could try turning myself up. This mic, I need to make an investment. I think.
No, you sound good. You sound
Um,
good now. You sound good now that you've.
oh, okay, I could turn it up a bit. I just don't want it in my mouth. Um, but yeah, I mean, what was I
Right.
say? Also, is this the second time they speak to each other this season?
I think it's the first time,
First.
and
Is
like
it really the first?
it's the first time they share
Oh
scenes.
man.
They share 2 scenes together previous to this one, prior to this one, and they don't talk to each other neither. I think this might be the third time they speak since season
That's
2,
crazy.
including season 2. Yeah, yeah, and it makes this scene to me less impactful because I like the
Yeah,
dynamic at play, but it's like you haven't spoken to each other.
yeah. It's weird. Like, also, Alan doesn't care about Baylor in this scene as well.
Yeah, why didn't he bring it up?
Because Adam's like, Baylor's been confined. He's like, I don't care. Times are,
Oh, yeah,
times
yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, that's true. So
And then
I thought,
Adam does care, which again,
yeah.
the weird love triangle thing. I don't like it. Um,
Yeah,
but I suppose it's supposed to set Alan the ambitious King's Landing type doesn't actually really care about her, versus Adam does actually care about her but has no interest in the politics stuff.
someone's
Um,
saying that Quinn is my political marriage and you're my side piece.
I mean,
Hey, where's
I
the
see
lie?
what they mean.
Where's the lie?
Um,
If you get anything else to add about the brothers?
I think it's funny that Corliss, who is like, your sons are bastards, has a bastard now as his main heir and acting Lord of the Tides. Which,
Well, yeah,
I mean, he was very unhappy about Rhaenyra's bastard being his, was it Lucerys being his heir, but now it's his own bastard. I guess he has less problems with it.
I mean, he actually
Which
wasn't.
makes sense.
I think he actually wasn't unhappy with Lucerys being his heir though in season 1.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't unhappy. I suppose it's just in the
Because he had that.
conversation they had in this series.
Yeah,
where
but
he was like, I suppose he's being angry and vicious.
Yeah,
So it's like, but it's like, I put up with your bastard being my heir. But
yeah. Yeah, what he's saying is okay. You have bastards as your heirs. I want the same thing. Why are you being hypocritical about it? I don't
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I don't think it's super. Yeah, I don't think it's hypocritical on Corliss's count.
yeah. No, I think you're right. Would have been worse if his brother was still around. My God, could you imagine? I've forgotten his name, other than he
Oh,
gets his
Vaemond.
head chopped in half. Vaemond. If
Vaemond.
Vaemond was still around, oh, he'd be furious. Though he would be heir, probably.
I was
But
just going to ask the chat: is Alex's audio good, higher, lower? I think we have
if
similar.
there's any like background white noise, then I can't. I've tried moving stuff around, but I think I just need a better
Okay.
mic.
So we're going to move back to Tumbleton for the negotiation scene, shall we say? But before we do, I think I'm going to answer some super chats. I'll do some mid-stream super chats
Oh shit!
because we've got some in. Thank you, Rego Targ, who says, "Haven, I love you. I love my cult audience. Do you think that Vermithor was chasing after Silverwing because his rider was searching for his spouse? Name me to your house guard or else. You are named, Sorego, don't you worry." Yeah, at the very end, you have like Silverwing is doing his thing, and then like riderless Caraxes is like chasing after him, like what the fuck? And then Vermithor comes in, like, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, I see what Rhaego's saying. Because Hugh was in the city looking for Cat, that almost like that bond with his dragon, like maybe they shared similar feelings where like Vermithor was like, I'm also trying to protect my spouse Silverwing. You know what I mean? Because they're kind of like
yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you, Pioneer, who says, "Hi, Haven / Alex." Wait a minute. Is this the full? Is this the? Hold on. I think the longer one might be on. That doesn't look like the full chat. Hold on. Yes, I was right. No. Oh no, it is. Okay. Pioneer says, "Hi, Haven / Alex. Long time fan, first time super chatting."
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
Shut the fuck up, Pioneer. This poem is called a lune, Lune, specifically a column lune. Haven and Alex watching and reviewing Dragon Show, crousing like alphas. Great, thanks, Pioneer. Have you heard?
Nice.
Have you heard of a column lune?
I haven't actually.
Me neither.
It seems similar in like length of rhythm to haiku, but I don't know because I'm not a poet.
Thank you for your poetry, Pioneer. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
nice.
Thank you, Vandalman, for your Streamlabs donation, who says, "Haven, we are very close personal friends in real life, right?" I do not know this man outside of Patreon, but there we go. You were the best man in my wedding, White. Excuse me. Let me try that again. You were the best man in my wedding, right? It wasn't all a dream. It couldn't have been, right? Also, glad to hear that you're still on the full fat milk wagon. Right.
Someone's been spending too much time sleeping at Harrenhal.
How am I meant to respond to this, Alex? What do I do about my fan base? Is it too late? Do I like just start a new channel and try and get a more normal fan base, or is it over for me?
It might be a burn things down
Look,
situation.
I wasn't at your wedding. However, I am on the full fat milk wagon. I'm not falling off of that. I'm never going to be semi skimmed. I'm never going to be fully skimmed.
Nah,
full fat all the way.
Nah, yeah, that's odd. Though I can't really talk as
Odd. Wait, you
lactose
disagree?
intolerance, but
Wait, if you're
no,
lactose intolerant,
semi-skimmed.
you can't have a fucking opinion if you're lactose intolerant. What
well,
do you mean?
there's such thing as lactose-free milk.
I'm
which
lactose
is a
intolerant.
godsend.
I'm not tolerant to people like you who don't like milk.
Bastard.
Semi-skimmed. Okay.
Hey, no.
I'm not.
We're not gonna. Yeah, we can't argue too long about this.
I'm not a 50-year-old
milk.
man. Semi-skimmed milk.
Whole milk is too creamy for just like having cereal with.
If it's like Cravendale, that might be a bit too creamy. But if it's like kind of own brand, like Tesco, Sano's, it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice. You could chug that shit. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. On cereal.
See, this is you're giving
No.
your Patreon fans some sound bites here.
Listen, I don't mind glucking on milk now and then. Full fat all the way. Come on. What are you, an aesthetic? Are you some self-flagellation with the green lid? What are you doing?
I mean, they only do. Actually, that's not true. They don't only do lactose-free milk in semi-skim, but whole. There's just it's too much.
Too much. Have you ever had red lidded? Because I'm kind of.
Oh no. I've had it, but
I kind of want to buy a small one just to like see what it's like.
it's too much like water.
Ugh.
Now
Anyway.
gold lidded. There, now we're talking.
I've never had
Put
it.
that on your cereal.
I'm too scared.
It's just cream.
But you can't chug just cream. Well, I'm sure you
Anyway,
could.
should we
but-
move on?
Right, yeah, thank you. Another Streamlabs tip from, again, the name didn't load in. It's just a bunch of ID numbers. I apologize. Oh, it's 3 Eason here. Awesome. Here to say my wife, Jalapeno Peasbury, is pregnant. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Also, Black Alley would have loved 4chan. Would she? Okay. Oh, and look up the German actor Patrick Sass, a.k.a. Arillan Hagar, a.k.a. Not Perkin, a.k.a. Faceless Man, ? Who posted a pic with him in front of a door of black and white. I don't know how to interpret any of that that message. I'll look that up. I will look that up later. Thanks for the...
I'm trying to compute it.
Right.
Black Alley, I mean, she's edgy for sure.
She is edgy. I mean, she's try-hard edgy.
Yeah.
She's safe edgy.
Sure.
Insane bedroom eyes.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Oh, well, I guess I'm the only one paying attention to the show. Right, thank you, Lord Peasbury, who said, "Good evening, my lords." See, there's a difference between there's a Sir Peasbury and a Lord Peasbury, two separate.
Oh.
Anyway, Lord Peasbury says, "Good evening, my lords. I had to promise not to break the king's peace ever again, but my liege lords did let me join the Night's Watch. Mayhaps I'll even become Lord Commander one day. Oh, do you remember when he was in the
Yeah,
cell?
you had the verge of execution, Lord Peasbury. How'd you get out of it? That's what I want to know. Just by saying you're not going to break the king's peace. I mean, fair enough.
I mean, Night's Watch. The only way is up.
Respect.
You could become
Yeah,
Lord
you could.
Commander.
You could
History
be
will.
like, yeah, you could be like Janos. Then wait, that didn't end well.
No, that didn't. And he also wasn't Lord
Um,
Commander.
No, but you know,
Why would
he
you
went
of
on the
anyone to
upper.
compare him to? Why?
I
Yeah,
don't
you,
remember anyone
yeah,
else.
you could be
You'd
like
Jon
Janos
Snow,
Slint,
yeah.
the slimy
Yeah, there you
guy who
go.
got bareheaded.
I don't know, Jon Snow, but then he gets shanked.
You
And I
will-
don't remember anyone else. Mormont gets shanked.
That's true. Honestly, they all
Is
just
there anyone?
no, they all
Yeah,
die. They
maybe
all,
Lord Peasbury. Maybe it's not on the up.
or maybe you'll go down in history as the Black Pea.
Oh,
Ooh.
that sounds a bit rotten. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
about
the rotten pea of the north.
that.
Anyway, thank you, Quick Save, who says Ormond has the best armor but worst helmet.
Yeah, I can.
I think the
I think Alan's is worse, but Ormond is low down there.
Thank you again to Lord Peasbury, who says Mark Piper cranking one out while looking at his sigil. Thoughts? Honestly, depends how much. If you're a lord, well, no, Mark Piper's the son, isn't he? I think he can get his entertainment through other means. But if you're like a lowly peasant and you're not good with women, you're probably looking at the sigil. Do you know the Piper sigil? Look up House Piper sigil.
You've told it's the like pink lady, right?
Yeah,
Like the apples.
because they don't have like glamour models to put on posters in their bedroom walls. They just have
No.
the House Piper
Ah,
flag in their
I'm
room.
not liking this image of like horny townspeople walking around, be like around the edge of the castle.
Just all in a line, just
Don't like that.
into the moat.
Oh no.
Oh, it will look like. Wait for it. How's this for a callback? It will look like blue lidded milk. All right. Thank you for the super chat from Quick Save, who says, "Hi Alexios and Barry (brackets I assume Haven is a Baz. My name is not Barry, but thank you. If you guys had to master a medieval weapon, what would you choose? And don't say a musket, you shits. What medieval weapon would you like?
Master a medieval weapon. Oh, that's a fun one.
I wouldn't even count a musket.
No, a musket's too late.
It's
If
not-
it was like a arquebus, that's
Ooh.
technically medieval.
Ooh.
I'm not going to say that though, because I'm not shit.
Mm. Well.
Ooh, there's good choices. Like a good rapier, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Nice and fancy,
'cause-
slim.
Yeah, you could get some seriously like cool like basket handles as well, really ornate. You could be like like spike them through the face. I don't know. Rapiers are cool. That's what I'm taking.
I would pick that, but you've picked it. So honestly, like a flail would be fun, just because everyone says they're so
Yeah.
unwieldy. Just
Go
I'll be like
Christo on them.
I'll be like Christo, swinging that thing around.
Good choice.
And then finally, before we move back to the slide, thank you Pioneer once again, who said
First time. It's the second time. He's just so enthusiastic.
Pioneer 9. He's no longer Pioneer 10. He's Pioneer 9. I changed the number in my name for the joke, and you didn't see it. Oh, funny joke. Time for
right.
I don't get it. What's the time for a Kelly Loon? Haven Babe, nice. Alex Handsome Man, debatable. Peasbury Babe.
Piss off.
Peasbury Babe. Okay, thank you, Pioneer. My super chats are like especially weird when you're on stream. Or maybe I'm noticing how weird there are because there aren't as many.
Yeah.
Compared to the
'cause you're
Quinn
not-
ones where I'm just going through them and maybe I'm just like blacking out all the weird stuff.
Self-censoring.
My goodness.
Your mind,
Anyway,
you just
thank
don't
you.
remember it.
Thank you for the super chats and the donations. Appreciate it a lot. And you will get half. You'll get half, Alex. I promise
Let's
you.
go.
I promise you.
Thanks, everyone.
Right. Negotiation time. Gwaine is like, oh my god, Ormond's not telling him the plan. He's gone insane. We're all gonna die. So he takes Corlys, and at sword point is like, okay, let's negotiate. How about? And his deal specifically is, let Daeron rule as king from Old Town, as king of the Reach, and Rhaenyra could just have the rest. And then Corlys is like, no, but what if Daeron rules the Reach as Lord Paramount? and then teams up with you to, take care of the Baratheons and Lannisters and so on. Now that Aegon's back, and then Daemon's like, "Fuck both of you. No, we'll attack the city anyway." And then he strangles the twink nearly to death. What did you think?
I mean, it's desperate. It's desperate by Gwaine, obviously.
Yeah.
But Corlys's plan, I think, if it was like a season ago, or if like Rhaenyra from season 2 was there instead of Daemon, she would have considered it for a couple episodes and then decided against it ultimately.
She would have considered it for about a season.
Yeah, and then at the very end, Daemon would have gone no, and then they would have gone against it.
And then Rhaenyra would have
So-
angrily looked at the camera.
Yes, I think Corlys's plan for like earlier would have worked, but at this point, because Daemon knows the mood that Rhaenyra's in, because I mean he kind of helped bring it on. He's like, yeah, no, it's. I mean, he obviously wants personally to go kill some people, but also knows that it's kind of too late for that because Aegon's back. It's like no, there's no quarter for anyone else. I mean, like Rhaenyra says at the start, she's gonna kill Daeron and then kill Aegon and Aemond, and then it's just be her. Whereas at the start of the season, she was like, "Oh, do I kill Daeron? Oh, no, I don't want to." But now she's like, "No, it's too far gone." Even though Corlys's plan is sensible.
That's what I was going to say. If you were Daemon in this position, would you take?
Yeah.
Either of the offers?
I don't know how great of a medieval political operator I would be, but I would take it because then, I mean, I might ally with Daeron specifically and put Ormond in the jail, but because my reasoning would be then you separate the high towers, your high towers, from the other high towers, which are Aegon and Aemond, and then you have your version of them with Daeron and Gwaine and the such, and then you can kind of isolate Aegon and Aemond and remove their kind of high tower backing, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
would be my reasoning, but then it could go wrong because the high towers in Old Town might be like, no, actually, we don't care about Daeron. We want Aegon because he's back.
Yeah, Aegon's back.
Might just be a mess.
Aemond is there. If Aemond can reclaim Vhagar,
it's a sensible option, but it's probably not. It's not realistic at this point.
My headset.
Though, to be fair, Corlys doesn't know Aegon's back.
Yeah,
so
neither of them do at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Daemon does.
Daemon does, and then tells them. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I can't lie. My headset just screamed low battery in my ears, which is scary. But it should be a while before they switch off.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh God. If I do suddenly go silent, entertain the people while I charge. God, what are we doing? Yes. Right. Yeah. Did you think Gwaine was gonna die here, or do you think?
No. I didn't think so. I think that'd be particularly unceremonious, and I mean, could it have worked? Maybe, because he doesn't do much else in this episode other than go, "Oh, we've lost. Oh, but we've won. Oh, we've lost." Like, he doesn't get to. He's probably got something to do next season. I don't know. But then this episode has a lot of that. So I don't know.
The one-handed choke. Daemon didn't even need two. That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, Daemon's stanced at the beginning of this scene. He's like leaning back on his sword.
Matt Smith is so bow-legged. Like his legs just come out. Like he's got a permanent like bend to his legs.
I didn't notice.
I noticed it on
Also,
Doctor Who.
Roddy in this.
Oh yes.
Scene. Gonna kill him.
He's just like circling him like a shark.
Yeah.
Oh, what does he say? I've seen more meat on a butcher's knife.
I've seen more meat on a butcher's knife.
Yeah, he even said it in a northern accent.
Yeah. I did.
No, I'm joking. It was a good accent. You did a good.
I hope so. Otherwise, the North are gonna.
They're gonna kill
get
you.
me for that one.
That's what I say when I see you.
What?
I've seen more meat on a butcher's knife.
Yeah, that's fair. I did like. I mean, there's some nice visual difference because Gwaine's in his like full plate without elbow guards.
Uh,
counters, I think they're called for some reason.
yeah,
But Roddy's in his like reinforced leather and his furs.
yeah.
It's a fun contrast, but it did. In looking at that and going, oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that Quaid has no elbow pads. His mail seems to just kind of come down loose,
Yeah,
which
I think that's
I
the thing.
guess more maneuverability.
That's the thing for all the characters. I think where like below the waist, there's no armor whatsoever.
I haven't noticed that. I guess I've not been looking down there. I mean, I think the costume designers they don't necessarily have a hard. I mean, they have a hard enough job, but because the setting of the show is supposed to be like 100 years. Is it 100 years before Game of Thrones?
200.
200. So there's supposed to be some kind of like minor technological differences, right? So, or at least, even if there aren't like lore-wise, they want to make it look visually distinct. And the best way to do that is like, okay, it's 200 years before. We'll give them slightly less technology, but they kind of don't do that. They kind of half. I don't know. That could be the one reason I could think of for them being light a few pieces, but I don't know. I don't know if I've just said nonsense, to be honest.
Yeah, no. I know what you're saying. The showrunners have said that they've tried to stay within the visual language of the original show while also showing that like the costumes and the armor and stuff is different because it was a different time. So it's not necessarily like they've designed the outfits like they've gone back in time.
They're just designing them different.
They're just different. Yeah, the vibe is just make
Okay.
it look similar
Yeah.
visual language but slightly different.
I think they could have done with a little bit of making them slightly less advanced, even though George's timeline is way too long. And,
it doesn't make sense.
know,
It's just
but
it's permanent
show-wise-
medieval Europe for
yeah,
like
show-wise, I feel like they could have, because the High Towers here are just in full plate, and everyone seems to have had full plate forever and forever into the future. So except the Northmen, who just don't wear it.
who just wear leathers all the time, no armor.
Yeah, they're awesome male.
But yeah, let's move on from this scene. Back to Harrenhal, apparently. Let me know if I've missed anything, but
I mean, we've gone past the Rhaenyra to. I mean, no, we've not really missed anything actually. I think.
all right, so yeah, back to Harrenhal. Aemon's like, "Oh, am I having another vision?" Because Sunfire arrives, and then Aegon limps up to him, and then slaps him. He's like, "I'm alive."
I'm alive. Yeah, I thought there's a slight tease of Vhagar here, right? It's surely the first thing. Well, my first thought was, is it Vhagar coming back, or is it Sunfire? It's Sunfire. Where is Vhagar? Who knows? But yeah, is it Tom Glencarny who plays Aegon?
Yes,
That's the name that's in my head. Yeah. He's doing some great work.
The goat, Tom Goat Carney, you mean?
Tom Goat Carney.
Yeah. Smooth from me.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I thought this scene. I'm sure. I mean, I've not really been looking. I'm sure this has been memed to death.
Oh yeah. Apparently, the actor on Instagram said that like people in the street are now just shouting "I'm alive" at him.
I'm alive. I mean, I also love his no.
Yeah, because he wants to like.
Yeah,
he's like,
he wants
yes,
to have like a proper duel and be like, "I've defeated you, Aemond." But Aemond's changed.
Aemon's being emo. He's like,
He
no,
is.
just kill me. I deserve it. And Aegon's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he cries with his boobs out.
Oh, his torso's looking good. I can't lie.
Yeah,
like
he's got some serious boobs going.
some
on.
nice. I wouldn't say pecs, my man. Moobs kind of
Pecs.
implies fat.
Boobs,
Like
yeah,
he's got
I know, but
no. I want to know his
He's-
regimen. What's his diet? What's his workout routine? Because he's a slender man, but he's pulled off a sort of a tasteful.
yeah, and it's not too
tonage.
dehydrated as well.
No, it's not kind of like Marvel,
kind of-
like
yeah,
MCU kind of
it's good.
weirdness. Yeah, I need to know. I could hit that, is what I'm saying. Sorry, not in that. I mean, as in I could.
Sure.
No,
yeah,
no,
both. Yeah,
no.
let's see both.
no. I mean, no. As
I
in,
respect it.
I could get a torso like that, is what I'm saying. By I could hit the exercise routine like he has. Is what I meant.
Sure.
Is what I meant by that. You know what? Okay. But yeah, Aegon is basically like, all right, it's not satisfying to kill you. You know what? How about, he sort of comes to his senses. What if you and Vhagar help me take the Iron Throne? Then I'll consider forgiving you.
And he's like, but I don't have Vhagar. And Aegon's like, what? Um,
We're gonna find him though.
yeah.
The Hunt for Hot D, The Hunt for Vhagar, coming soon.
Is
It's a
that their
movie.
spin-off?
It's a spin-off movie before episode 3, before season 3.
Maybe they'll actually get to, I don't know, have more time to do their character development.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Aegon's had some. I feel like his arc is satisfying.
I think he's had a fun arc.
I think it's been good. It's not been the pace. It's been paced well, you know, and I like this scene for the kind of. It kind of illuminates how much both of them have changed over the season, even though they've kind of both been. I don't not they've not been stagnant, but watching their arc episode by episode, you don't really notice the change as much, and then you get here and it's like, damn, they're both they've both grown in different ways. Though I would say for Aemond, his does feel more stagnant than Aegon's because he kind of goes into his mopeness
Yeah.
almost straight after he gets stabbed, and then he kind of stays in it.
Yeah.
Whereas Aegon has had more of a better paced kind of arc where it's actually been quite good. Whereas Aemond's has been weaker, but at least it pays off for this scene where he's so different and he's like, "Oh no, um, I don't deserve anything." He cries.
He
When
does.
have we seen Aemond cry ever? So there's something here, but it's annoying that his arc wasn't better paced. I feel like after he got stabbed, he should have been more. Like he's a bit resistant, I suppose, but he never really feels. It feels quite similar.
Yeah, a lot of the arcs this season seem to be, I feel like we agree, which is I like the trajectory and the direction and the end point, but getting there is like weirdly paced.
Yeah.
Either too rushed or too slow, or both at the same time.
Yep. Also, another of his family members gets to meet his Gilf Giev.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meeting the sister-in-law.
Yeah, meeting my betrothed. And
Aegon's like, what the
just-
fuck?
yeah, Aegon gives him a funny look. Also, she's carrying a knife when she shows up. What's she gonna do?
Yeah,
There's a
he's
dragon
got a dragon. Come on, man.
and a sword.
You know, one of my
kind of puts it away.
one of my patrons said that when Sunfire arrived and Aegon came off and like hobbled towards Aemond, he said on the Discord, he thought it was Vhagar landing and a random dwarf walking up to Aemond.
What?
I was like, what the fuck?
Huh?
Yeah,
You could see.
I know. I don't listen. The Haven Heads, they're not the brightest bunch, but they're loyal.
See, you do like the name.
And that's stuck. I like Haven Heads. The Haven Horde, they're also the Haven. The Haven Horde is everyone, and then the Haven
Heads.
the Haven Heads are
patrons, the real ones.
no, the Haven Heads are the men, and the Fantasy Foidlets are the women. Buy it on a crop top. No,
Sure.
no, you don't endorse that. You know what?
No, I think you should just give me some royalties for Haven Heads, and we can move on.
We'll think. Well, you can get your super chest, and you'll be happy with it. Okay? Do we want to move on? Anything more to say about
I mean, it's a great scene. That's what
It
I
is
think.
really cool, and I'm
And-
excited for where it's gonna go.
Yes, I was slightly when I finished the episode, I was slightly nervous because I was like, well, that kind of went nowhere because this is their last scene.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I think it's because he says we're going to Tubbleton that I'm kind of expecting him then to show up. If he was just kind of more general with it and was like, we're going to set things up, then it would be more clear that it's a setup for next season. Whereas he's like, no, we're going to Tumbleton, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they're gonna show up there as well. I feel like baited me a little bit,
Mm.
but I don't know. And
Yeah, it is definitely bait for this episode, isn't it?
yeah, whereas they know it's for next season.
But if it does have, I guess we'll save it for predictions. But hey,
Yeah.
hey, what could happen next season?
Oh well, talk about it later.
Let's move on to the next scene. I got another hit of low battery. Please charge. So
No.
it's all good. It's fine. It's fine. I'll message you if it cuts out, and then you'll just have to ramble about something for like 5 minutes.
That'd be fun.
No pressure. Hey, it's experience for you becoming
True,
an epic
true.
YouTuber.
Oh, don't put it like that.
An epic tuber, bro.
Influencer.
An influencer.
Ugh.
We get the council scene. And I love a good military council scene around a table, you know, like a war council.
Yes, a good anachronistic map. Which
What's wrong with it?
I mean,
Can't have a map.
They're nice. No, they're nice. They're nice.
No, go. Why is it anachronistic? What do you mean?
It's because they wouldn't have. It's out of the time period. Is the thing. But I'm not. It's
What?
great for television.
The
though.
concept of a map.
No, not the concept. Them standing around battle maps and going here, here, here.
Oh,
here.
I see.
It's for television.
I thought you
not
talk-
maps generally. No, no, no.
I was so
I love-
confused. I was like, what?
No, no. I'm not a fool. Well, I am, but I'm not that much of a fool.
I don't think
It's
it's.
just the battle maps.
I know you're implying that it's kind of invoking a sort of a World War One, World War Two, like troops on here, move it around the table. You know, no, I don't think it's.
It's a visual media thing
Oh, fair play.
where
fair
it's
play.
like it, which communicates to the audience, which it does great, and I love it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying
But the
it's a thing for TV.
the plan itself is that basically, Damon will lead the center, right? Is it? Yeah, and
Yes, and the center is mine,
so
or something like that.
yeah, Roddy will be the vanguard because he's not
'Cause they
gonna
want to die.
Yeah, he wants to die, and also Damon's not going to destroy the battlements with Craxies because he's like, oh, they have like child soldiers basically up there. So Roddy the Ruin will be the vanguard, open the gates from inside. Then Damon's center will march through, and then Oscar Tully is leading one of the flanks, either the left or right flank, to go around Tumbleton and try and go through a disused postern gate. And then Garibald Grey will head up the reserve. Garibald Grey being the Chad next to Damon in this picture, the one behind him. He doesn't say anything, but he is just in Fire and Blood. It's a really random cameo, but yeah, there's Garibald Grey, and then Ulf, of course, is meant to be just chilling in the back on Silverwing just in case, because you know, and Riderless Craxies is flying about, and Black Alley's there looking like a raccoon.
Gets a line.
She finally has a line where Damon's like, and she still hasn't been name dropped.
Yep.
But Damon's like,
that sounds boring.
yeah, in reference
When
to
he says, don't kill anyone.
Don't kill civilians because I don't want, you know, we want Rhaenyra to look good. It's like, is she being tongue in cheek or is she genuinely like, oh, I wanted to kill some
I mean, we don't
children.
know enough because she's had that one line.
I honestly,
I think. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think I could fix her, but go on.
Of course you do. I think she's being more likely. I mean, it's more likely she's being tongue in cheek because she's always looking a bit mischievous.
She is looking cheeky.
She is cheeky, but and Roddy gets a great line. He's like, "You still want to die?" It's like, "Can't fucking wait."
Yeah, he's ready. Let's talk about Roddy for a bit. So this season, I feel like he hasn't been in it enough, even though he's had cool moments.
Yeah, I mean, but then what would you do with him is the thing.
Have him
Like, what kind of arc would you, or what kind of role would you have him play?
It doesn't have to be anything super big, but just like, just have him and Oscar and Black Alley and the Riverlords just like chatting in a tent on the March South, just kind of getting to know them more. You know, like those kind of
Yeah, a
like
bit
early
of, like,
early Game of Thrones scenes.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, this show doesn't
Bessie.
really just have characters chilling and just like talking,
Yeah,
and like everything's
It's
so perfunctory.
it's 'cause it doesn't have enough runtime.
Yeah, it's probably the
Needs
runtime,
more
but
episodes.
I
Yeah.
also think it's something about the writers just not letting the characters do downtime without it feeling like you get the sense that the writers think that like that kind of stuff is fat and you must cut all the fat and you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more. They want it to be like the politics maneuver show where it's all important stuff all the time.
Very self-serious,
Which-
I think.
Yeah, which is fine. That's allowed.
But then
I think it's mostly.
you contrast it
I
to,
think it's mostly runtime.
but you contrast it to Dunk and Egg, and like I think they did a really good job of like making really likable characters who didn't have much screen time. You know?
Yeah, but it's the amount of things that happen in Dunkin' Eggs.
Yeah, that's true. But I would have.
They've got a lot more time around the big events, whereas here it's like all the events are big, so more needs to happen. So they don't have the space, and there's loads of important things they haven't put in for runtime. So I don't know.
But I do like Roddy this episode. Like,
oh yeah,
he definitely gets to shine. He's just like him and the Winter Wolves, the Greybeards. They just want to die because they're like, we're useless mouths in the north. Let us die in battle.
Yeah, he gets a great episode for sure.
But moving on from that, we go back to King's Landing, and Rhaenyra has her new. I should have got a specific picture of. Oh yeah, there's one. Okay, we'll get the Rhaenyra drip picture up just to talk about the outfit first. So Rhaenyra comes out basically with the intention of getting anointed and coronated now that she's heard of Aegon's return. She's wearing a chainmail outfit. She's got some sort of almost like dragon scale armor thing. She's got some rock in the shoulder pads, kind of. Red cloak and a chainmail coif, and then Viserys' helmet on top.
The only thing I would say about this outfit is lose the coif.
You don't like the coif? That's the best
I
part.
don't like the coif.
The coif is the best part.
I see what they're going for, but no,
It's-
it doesn't.
It's giving Joan of Arc, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
I
just
like
made
the
it- I
coif.
didn't- No.
No, explain. Why didn't you like the?
It felt. I don't know if it's the. Like. Because it's just a little ill. Doesn't quite fit.
Oh, it's a little bit loose,
Right.
isn't it?
It's a little bit loose.
She needed a tighter coif.
The ringlets are a little.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. It looks a little bit like. Off.
Yeah,
on the
I kind of know what you mean.
Yeah, it's and her eye makeup makes her look really tired and bad.
You like a
the kind
woman.
of red
You like
li- the kind of red lines across her eyes make her look more like
Mm.
she never goes outside.
because I assume the kind of red slashes are like Valyrian makeup, right?
Yeah,
Um,
probably, but could have done
I like that.
better, I think. Oh well, but everything from like the neck down, it's great.
That's all you care about in a woman. Everything from the neck down.
Oh, piss off! Taking me out of context now.
Well, I don't know. You like a woman with a tight coif, though. Anyway, Rhaenyra goes into the sept
Yeah,
with
that's
with Alan. Listen, with Alan,
Yeah,
and confronts the High Septon. I want to be anointed, and he's like, "Nah." Not only do I not want to do that, but also Aegon's alive, motherfucker. Holy shit, Aegon! He is risen. He is risen. And then Rhaenyra's like, "Well, technically that's treason, but only you can get away with it because you're the Pope." He's like, "Actually, I don't care," and then tells Alan to kill the Pope. What the fuck?
yeah.
Brr, 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 brr. Can I get
She
it?
doesn't even get like anointed by someone else. She just goes, "Okay, he's dead. Let's move on."
Yeah. She's just like, okay, I don't know what the implication is. Is she gonna like get a loyal High Septon in power, or is she like, I don't care what the faith says. I'm just killing you because talking
I
to
mean,
me like that is treason.
She then doesn't. She then goes and does a huge Valyrian speech. So it's
Well, to be fair,
very
90
Targaryen speech. Is what I mean.
yeah, 95% is in English, and then 5% at the end is in a language no one will understand.
Yes, with a phrase that no one will understand, even if she said it in English or whatever.
So, what did you think about
Understandable
her
language.
killing the Pope and then giving a very sane prophetic speech?
I mean, it's Daemon hours, isn't it? It's
Hell
back
yeah.
to their Targaryen wedding.
Hell yeah.
Where they just give up trying to give up going to the scepter as a publicity stunt. They give up with the thoughts and prayers, and there's like, yeah, no, we don't actually care. I've just killed the Pope. Though, does anyone know outside that she's just killed the Pope?
No, that's not.
don't know.
They will find out though. Like,
Yeah, and that they won't be happy because she just killed the Pope.
I mean, he says earlier, "Don't make an enemy of the faith," and she's like, "What if I just killed you, though?"
Yeah, and
What
it's. I mean, it's her at the end of her rope, right? She just doesn't care anymore. Like I can, because he's frustrating, he's annoying. You just want to be done with it, move on. So I guess she's not being entirely rational. Still not a great. Also, Alan is not a great choice from him.
I kind of liked the kind of like the dead-eyed look he had.
Yeah, it's not a good choice in universe, but as a character choice, it's great. Because it's his like, there's no going back from this.
Yeah.
You've just killed the Pope. You're all in.
You're all in, and hey, maybe you'll get a powerful position.
Yep, maybe you will be Lord of the Tides. And
Yeah.
yeah. Joffrey
That's so loud.
sees it happen as well. Which
Uh,
I didn't catch on my
oh,
first
shit.
watch. I was like, oh, he's looking away. But no, he
Ah.
looks back the whole time, and he watches Alan kill the Pope.
Oh yeah, shout out
Um,
to little Joffrey rocking
yeah,
up,
with his cute
dripped
little
out,
costume.
little
Yeah,
circlet, kind of
imagine.
yeah,
Yeah.
mogging in honor of Jace.
Yep.
People were saying that low key, he's the only one of her sons who looks like he could actually be Laenor's son.
Really?
Yeah, he could be Laenor's son. He's got a bit of Laenor in him.
I forgot what Laenor looks like.
Oh, fair.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't because he doesn't speak at all, and I felt like he's with like what I was saying earlier with Rhaenyra doesn't care about anything other than being queen. I don't think what with the scenes of her like not actually talking to like sitting on his bed and stuff. I think it's supposed to be, or my interpretation at least, is that she only cares about him as her heir, and she's kind of doing the whole don't name the farm animals thing. She's not getting too attached
Hmm.
because she's lost her sons that she
Who?
cared about
Yeah,
already.
yeah,
She's just like, okay, you're my heir, and that's it.
yeah.
Like you're not, you're barely not, you're not really my son.
You're my political
I'm gonna
heir,
tell you yeah.
and I'm not going to engage with you because I can't deal with.
I'm just gonna tell you the prophecy and bring you along to watch the Pope die.
That kid did not
And
give a
that's it.
fuck. She was like, tell him the
No.
prophecy. He was like, yo, I just want to watch Coco
like,
Melon
"Mum,
drink some milk.
Hello. Yeah.
Damn.
But
That's a lucky kid right there. Heir to the Iron
Yeah.
Throne. You get a little drippy outfit, little
dripping out.
crown.
I mean, depending how it goes for Rhaenyra next season,
Rhaenyra is your
mummy.
mummy. Oh my goodness.
But
Yeah, we'll see. Shall we move on to the next scene?
yes, well,
Dr-
if that's the speech.
yes. Oh yeah, speech.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Speech.
Speech. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting angle to just ditch the whole "I care about you." Just be like, no, I was prophesied. I'm Rhaenyra the Chosen.
Yeah, people are gonna love that. They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, I wonder what. I'm curious to see how they take the whole "there's a thing beyond the wall" because when she says that, the Maester Ormond. Is it Ormond? No, it's not Ormond. It's Orwyle. That's it. And Manderly kind of glance at each other, but I can't tell if they're like, "Oh yes, we know about this," or they're going, like I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I think I get the impression they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, it's kind of it's the equivalent of like the equivalent of the Prime Minister murdering the Pope and then saying the world will explode in 2030 and then talking in Latin and then being like, okay, thanks for watching my conference.
Yeah.
It'll be like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it's a bit because I don't know how. Like, I don't know if the story like things beyond the wall is that like households, is it like scary stories for bedtime, or is it?
Oh, people would
not know about it.
And people would know. People would know about like supposedly thousands of years ago the long night happened and the White Walkers came. They know about this stuff as like scary stories, but they probably don't consider it to be real.
So they're just like, okay, you're invoking like scary bedtime stories to justify you being in charge. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not going to go too well. And then she's just like, yeah, I'm going to speak in Valyrian, a phrase that means nothing to any of you, even if you don't understand it.
Yeah. It's
like
fine. It's fine. She's a prince who's
like,
promised.
I'm the Lisan Al-Gaib. Everyone's like, yeah, I know what he's on about. He's they'd just be like, what? Even if she was like, I'm the prince that was promised, they go,
what does this
You're
mean?
Not prince. What are you on about?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
But yes, let's move on to the Battle of Tumbleton itself. There's a lot that happens here, so we can just kind of jump around a bit. Excuse me. Also, shout out to Oscar Tully's horse armor with like little fish eyes and scales. Ridiculous.
Spot it.
Utterly ridiculous.
Let me see if I can find her. Oh, if you got a picture of it.
Yeah. Yeah, try watching the stream you're on. How about that?
Oh yeah.
There's a little a fish horse.
That's fun.
It's ridiculous.
It's no Apple.
It's
God, you're gonna Foss away. That's it.
Yeah, Applebee's. How's Applebee?
How's Applebee's? Yeah. Didn't I make that mistake when we
yeah,
that's why I brought
it up. You're like, yeah, isn't that House Applebee? I was like, yeah, definitely.
Come on. How's Boss Away with their
Hmm.
apples? But
But yes,
yeah,
I think I've got a few slides kind of jumping around. So if we bring something, we can kind of free flow this part of the discussion. Um, Thoughts on so okay no actually so the battle opens up, um and we start off with the Winter Wolves. They do like a kind of a northern war chant, war dance, um and then they charge at the walls and they climb over, and there's rocks and there's boiling oil and so on, and then they
boiling water.
oh, is it boiling water?
I've never been so happy to see boiling water.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
it might have been like they're holding out so they don't have boiling oil, but either way, they went with the historically accurate version. And
Oh, is boiling
yeah,
oil
but
incorrect?
they never would have used oil for that. It's too precious.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Because like cooking and stuff, you wouldn't use it. You just use boiling water because it's way more available.
Yeah.
Um, and they actually do, and it's great. Um,
Hell yeah.
though they do seem to throw some kind of boiling cooking oil on them, so I don't know. But still, and someone smashes one of the vases of it on someone's head, which is cool.
They're
And
making
someone
it.
else, one of the Winter Wolves gets his head just smooth off
Yeah,
by
just
a rock. That's fun.
damn.
But yeah, I
It-
enjoyed their intimidation thing.
It's kind of like a northern hacker.
Yeah, and I mean it serves multiple purposes. One, it's cool, and two, distracts them from the flanking. So
Yes, and I liked the northern dance. Some people said it was
yeah,
cringe. Some people said it was.
what? It was cool.
I know, right?
Come on.
Everything has to be cringe or slop nowadays,
No, it can't have fun.
or sloppy cringe.
Lame, lame.
But yeah, and then they
yeah,
they fight on the battlements, and then Roddy kills a child.
kills a child. Which, if he had done it, he would have stopped the things being lit on fire. So,
There we go.
but
It's
couldn't let that little smack with a bit of wood let go.
the thing
He
is that
had to
he's
pay it back.
he's in a bloodlust, but he does hesitate, so he doesn't just like do it automatically.
yeah.
But then he just does it anyway. I'd
Yeah, he
almost
should've-
prefer if he didn't hesitate, if he just turned and did it, like rah.
Yeah, I
Goddamn.
don't know. But imagine getting, because I mean, them doing the intimidation thing, and then they make all the children scared. Imagine getting cast as pissing boy. Like,
Hell yeah, put that on
at
your
least
CV.
the face isn't on screen.
Piss
so
boy.
Poor kid at school won't get like ridiculed forever. But damn,
Wasn't
it's
that your
yeah, so you're
nickname
gonna piss yourself.
in high school? Piss boy.
High school. Good thing I never went to high school.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to sound relatable
Secondary,
to the Americans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I bet you went to a private as well.
Oh no. I just sound posh.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But
But yeah, Roddy, pretty cool. And there's a bit later on, just to stick with the Winter Wolves, where they successfully open the gates, and like the gates are open, rah, and they're like, and we're still alive, and they'll go, oh.
yeah,
There's a fun bit for me.
it is fun. Still on the intimidation, I do like how they use it to kind of link a couple scenes of pre-battle Tumbleton. I thought that was fun.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
Also, I forgot in the speech, Rhaenyra says, I must light the way," just nicking the Hightower line.
Yeah, she's like, fuck the
It's quite
Hightowers,
funny.
I'm lighting the way.
I light the way.
In the
He uses-
darkness and the cold, because we're going to fight against the long night, baby.
Yeah, definitely now and not in 200 years. And
Yep.
it'd definitely be a good climactic payoff.
Hell yeah.
But yes. Oh, and Roddy's got. Does he have? When I watched it again, he's got like a little. I don't know if he does. If it's just like scar age lines, or if he has a scar like a carved smile under his beard.
The scar on his cheek, it's a scar. And it's not Roddy's scar, it's the actor's scar, I'm pretty sure. That's Tommy Flanagan just has a knife wound on his cheek.
Does he not have a little like? Is it a Glaswegian smile they call it? Where it's like a Joker. I hate to say it, like a Joker carved smile. Where they, like,
And no,
I don't know.
I'm telling you, the actor has that scar
Oh,
as
he
the
has
actor's
that?
scar. Yeah, it's on screen right now. You can see it, the scar. That's Tommy Flanagan's
shit.
like real life scar.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's cool.
because he's a nutter. Hell yeah. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I forgot. There was something about the Winter Wolves.
They're still alive after they did the gate.
Yes. Yes, I think let's okay. Winter Wolves do their thing, let people in. Actually I don't have a slide of it, but Damon, so Oscar and that lot go through the postern gate, and there's a bit where Black Alley snipes some people on horseback, Dothraki style.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Yep, you can see the combo multiplier or something. See
Hell
the
yeah.
points popping up.
And then Damon uses Caraxes as a battering ram.
Yeah, again, that long neck. So
What
many
that
uses.
neck do? Not just bondage, it's also breaking down the gates.
Yeah, we know what it does now.
Okay, and we get a scene from inside where obviously the Corliss plan didn't work. Gwain's like, we need to fucking flee, but Daeron's like, no, I wanna ride Tessarion into battle. Look how blue he is, Alex. Look how blue. Look at the screen. Look how blue.
It's delayed.
Oh fuck.
Oh yes, wow, so blue.
Damn, I didn't realize the slides were that delay. I apologize, everyone. And Gwain's like, don't do it, and he invokes Kristen, where he's like,
He does.
my one true love. Don't let Kristen.
Yeah.
Don't die vaingloriously. That's not the right term. Don't die in vain. There we go. And then they're like, oh fuck, it's a bit too late either way. It is like, let's run.
Yep. And then
Oh,
he
it's a
has
she
it's so
dragon.
back
Sorry,
moment.
Tessarian's a girl. The blue queen. Anyway, Carol.
Yeah, Gwaine goes from "It's so over." You go outside and Ulf showed up. He is "It's so back."
Yes.
And then 5 seconds later, "It's so over."
He was like, oh shit, Ormond did have a plan and he didn't fucking tell us. God damn it.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
And then that plan doesn't go so well. But I guess we get to that. Because I will say, when I was talking about the music earlier,
Yeah.
the thing I like most about the battle scene stuff, I think it's a horn. It might also have some like really like cello stuff going on, but just the bwah, good shit.
You said that sounded like a Nolan sting from you right there. Bwah.
I guess, but you know what I mean with the
Bwah.
in this soundtrack.
Have you seen Odyssey?
No, I still haven't seen it.
Ah. I haven't thought about it since I left the cinema, which isn't a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
What was it?
I want to ask, unless you've got extra scenes, anything to say about Daeron and Gwaine? Before...
Not really.
So, the whole time, Ormond's like, oh god, the battle shouldn't even be happening. Ulf is meant to, destroy the army and kill Daemon and do all that stuff before the battle starts, obviously. Which was a logistical issue I had, right? When in the next time trailers, where it was like, I was like, why is there even a battle? But it's like, where did you think Ulf was when Ormond was looking around, being like, we can't find him?
I thought he was shit faced.
You knew it. You knew that.
For my first guess. Okay, my first guess. I guessed right the first time, and I second guessed myself. But yeah, the first thing I thought was like, is he pissed? That would be funny. And then later I was like, oh, is he like flown straight to King's Landing or done something stupid? And then no, he was pissed. He was just pissed, which was very funny. So I got it first time. And he's on the toilet as well, which I only noticed second time round.
Yeah,
he fell asleep on the bog.
He's got his dick out.
I didn't see that.
Bro, both you and Quinn didn't notice his dick.
No,
he's sitting there with his like trousers down and his.
He's no Arlen Pennytree, okay?
Oh no, there's not.
It's easy to miss.
There's not that much to see, but like it is there. Trust me, I was looking. You better believe it.
I'm sure you were.
Ormond drags him out and kicks him. Is like, my favorite line is he calls him a base-born stump.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
I didn't quite catch that one. Oh,
he's like,
good.
you useless base-born stump. Just slaps him around with a gauntleted hand.
Oh.
Just drops all the pretense of like buttering him up from last episode. He's just like, you fucking idiot. You may have cost us the battle because you're drunk on the toilet. This is why you
do
can't.
What you're told.
Moral of the story: don't trust poor people with anything.
Well.
But yeah, he's sent out, and he again. Does he? How does he get to the dragon? Like, how does he leave the city, and does he ride there, or presumably he doesn't walk all the way? Like,
they must ride there. I mean, they're only.
like jetpacks.
They're not completely surrounded, right? Because when I watched this, I was like, okay, there's a thing from the front, and there's a thing from the side.
Oh, that's a good point. There might be other.
So I thought, because they kind of go, in my mind, there's still like a third or so of the city that's not being actively besieged. So they must have gone out the back and round or something. Is my thought.
Yeah, okay. There could be other entrances that they're not going through. That he's like, I'll exit through this and then ride my horse
Yeah.
and
With
hope no
those
one
other
notices.
fellas, who I guess got off quite well. Like they're just like, oh, you go with Ulf, and then
Yeah,
unless he
and they're
burned them,
just
they're just out of the battle. They're fine.
they're chilling on a hill, being like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Lucky fellas. Unless they went back to die like fools.
I can see what the next slide is. Before we before we talk about Ulf's, basically before he begins his actions, we have a battle between Damon and John Roxton, who's become a bit of a meme in the
John.
fandom, because he approaches Damon and shouts, "Kinslayer, Babe Killer, Heathen," and just like fucking destroys him. And yeah, and so I got some memes on screen.
Who's the kin?
Oh, the
Slade?
Jaehaerys, the blood and cheese.
Oh, yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep,
that's
yep,
why he
yep,
calls
yep.
him Babe Killer, which is like one of the
Right.
few characters to even reference that happening,
Good point.
even though it's meant to be a huge thing, and it's just not.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even think he was talking about that. I thought about the fact he just burned some children.
Oh, well, that would make sense
what I
because
was-
John Roxton put them there in the first place. Like,
Yeah, I know, but he could be like, he could know that and just be using it as like a Eureka.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't make it wouldn't make as much sense, I guess. But I just forgot that he ordered that child to be murdered. So that tells you something about how much they've talked about that.
yeah, it's bizarre how little they've referenced blood and cheese. But I like just of all people, John Roxton's like, yeah, you killed a fucking like baby prince, you psycho.
Yeah.
And then he's just like hulking with his armor and just utterly
He's a bit of a
annihilates,
tank. Yep.
destroys him. It's such a fun scene. I thought, because I personally, so in the Tumbleton battle in the book, John Roxton does survive as he does in the show. But I was worried that they were like setting him up to basically be a mini boss for Daemon to kill, which I thought would have been a bit disappointing. But
Yeah, that
no,
would
he
have
just
been-
he just gets. What did you think was going to happen with the fight? Did you think Daemon was going to?
I don't. I mean, I didn't. Okay, I was. We'll do some prediction reflection later. I was massively wrong because I was being a complete idiot, and because I was basing stuff off of the wrong thing. But so I didn't know these two were gonna fight. In my death count predictions,
Mhm.
I thought Bold John, because he would be on the front, he might get cooked or something. So I didn't know if he was going to live or what. I thought, I mean, at one point it was going very badly for Damon. He nearly got his eye out.
And then he would have been one-eyed,
Like, yeah, proper,
like Aemond.
proper parallels. But yeah,
Quinn
I
was-
wasn't
Quinn
sure, to be honest.
Quinn was saying if that happened, he'd get like a red eye, like a red, like a ruby instead of a sapphire.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Too much, too edgy, too cute.
I think Damon would just slap a thing over it and be done.
Peasbury in the chat is saying maybe he's saying Babe Killer like calling Damon a ladies' man. Shut the fuck up, Peasbury. Right.
Some Valyrian Steel showdown.
Yes, it's Orphan Maker versus Dark Sister, which is it's edgy as fuck.
Edgy, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, John Roxton came in like the age of consent is 18.
Crazy.
The grooming prince. Anyway, yeah, fun little fight.
Yeah, if he lost his eye, I mean, we had that cool, lovely shot of close up of Damon's eyes earlier when he was just about to charge in, which I liked a lot. So he wouldn't have been able to do that again. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, he does just lose. Like
And then they get interrupted
much.
with like some collapsing.
he gets saved by 4 leg rocks.
which is kind of cheesy. Like there's a bit of a Marvel
Yeah,
moment.
but it's fine.
All right, so as the battle commences, they're fighting through the streets. Ormond's like, "Oh fuck yeah, Silverwing's finally in the battle," and Ulf and Silverwing just like basically annihilates the Tully army. Like Rhaenyra's largest army just gets incinerated in a strafing run. And then there's a fight scene between Roddy and Ormond because Roddy's like, "I want to deliberately hunt down Ormond. I want to take him on myself." And we have the You know, the arrogant southern knight versus the northern barbarian. So it's like a from two ends of the continent they clash on the battlements.
Ormond hits harder than I thought he would. He gets some powerful hits in.
I mean,
Like
he's,
he knocks Roddy back.
mm,
Which, because I almost thought, because when he joins the battle, he kind of walks up to a guy who's already kind of out of the fight and just stabs him. So it's like, okay, they're gonna go with him being not actually very good. But no, I mean, he doesn't do great, but he starts well.
I mean, he's
Um,
probably got some of the best training in the world.
yeah,
The heir to the high tower. You know, he's probably got great training. I'm with you that I get the sense that he's not very battle hardened. Like
no,
he
knows, he's got all
commands
the
troops,
technique,
but yeah,
and he's got all the theory. But I mean, I doubt he likes to.
be on the
I
field.
mean, he clearly doesn't like to be in battle, as
Yeah,
we find out. But
he like
yeah.
sits on his horse at like the back of the army, tells him what
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
A horse chair general, a horse saddle general. But yeah,
Yes.
what did you think about his fight with Roddy? So it climaxes with Roddy like breaks his teeth with his shield, and then Ormond stabs him, and then cuts off his arm. But then the arm spurts blood into Ormond's face, who then gags.
The arm doesn't. What does it? Oh no, yeah,
It's the arm.
stump
It's the arm.
does.
Yeah,
It's
the stump does.
Yeah.
And then he gags, and in that moment of weakness, Roddy punches him, and he smashes against the wall, and then Roddy takes out a dagger and stabs him up the butt.
And he says, "Oh, what is he? Let me find it." He says, "That's a proper fucking by the north." Just stupid.
I heard
great.
that you stood up and clapped at that scene.
I didn't stand up and clap here. No, I stood up and clapped a couple seconds later.
Oh,
with Ulf, but I didn't stand up and clap. But I laughed hard. But,
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I
Okay,
thought-
we talk about
we'll
it
get
all
to
in
Ulf,
one.
we'll get to Ulf.
Yeah, should we?
Yeah.
Ulf is a
But,
separate thing. Yeah, okay. But yeah, the fight.
Roddy gets Star Wars: A New Hope arm cut off style, where he cuts it and you just get a cut to the arm on the floor. Just very like, oh, he cut it off, it fell off.
Which is a specific bit from Fire and Blood that Roddy has his arm cut off and keeps fighting.
Right. Okay.
In fact, what specifically happens is that Roddy goes after Ormond, and then Ormond's cousin Brynden Hightower, like basically blocks the way to defend his commander, and then cuts off Roddy's arm. But then Roddy, in a rage, kills Brynden, then reaches Ormond, and then kills him as well, and then dies of blood loss.
Okay, so he doesn't get the cool death he gets here.
No. But they basically merged Roddy versus Ormond, but also threw in Ulf. But
yeah, which I think is a good choice.
did you think Roddy was dead once he got stabbed and arm cut off?
Well, I was like, yeah, he's not coming back from this. I don't know if he was just gonna die there, but I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know if he was like.
Yeah, I'm asking you for like analysis during a fast-paced fight scene where you probably weren't.
I did.
What's
I
gonna
was
happen?
like,
Yeah,
oh,
you were
shit,
just in
is
the
that,
fight.
I was like, is that him dead? And then he was like, well, obviously not.
And then
he gets a knife up the arse.
knife up the bum,
Oh,
and you clapped and
I'm
cheered.
sure someone says that in the original series. Who is it that says about knife up the bum?
I don't know. Maybe you should watch
Game
the
of Thrones.
stream.
If you. Oh, fucking yeah.
You're on. Yeah, I've got memes on these slides. You're not watching the slides.
No, because I'm looking at the chat, mate.
Oh, you can look at the without the.
Chat's on the slides.
Yeah, no,
fool.
yeah, we don't look to the right. Look to the left. Anyway,
You're right.
anyway,
A knife up the bum.
a knife up the bum. So
Which-
some people had an issue with that scene. My issue is that like the one-liner afterwards, I thought was a bit too cheap. It was a bit too kind of goofy.
What that's a proper
I
fucking.
fucking
by
from the north. I was like, ugh. Alright.
Yeah.
It's a bit too like one-liner.
I mean,
And
I
also I
didn't
think
find it too bad.
I thought that, and then followed by Ulf killing them, is like inherently. It was like a darkly comedic moment, which I think fit both characters because Ormond's kind of like
Yes.
a very camp villain, and then Roddy's an over-the-top character. But you went from a darkly comic moment to then Ulf attacking the town, and we suddenly transitioned to, oh, it's really horrific and sad, and everyone's burning, and it's like I kind of felt like there's a bit of tonal whiplash there.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, I found the scene very funny. and then
I agree,
it does. Yeah, it kind of.
but I thought that was the clash
Yeah,
was too strong for me personally.
that's fair. It does
And
kind of takes a second to adjust and go, oh wait, he's just killed. He's just killing loads of people now.
and
Um,
some people were like, capping off the string of hot D sexual assault scenes with a knife up the butt. Some people didn't
True.
like it being treated as a joke.
I mean, Roddy, he's not the nicest man in this episode. What does he say about? I'm sure he says something. He calls the. Is it when he? I don't know if he's when it's doing the like intimidation thing. He calls them like. It's like man touch. I don't know. He says
He
some.
calls them boy touchers.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
maybe.
if the implication
Uh,
is he's calling them pedos or whether it's like, oh, they're from the Reach and the Reach are more kind of like, Loris Tyrell,
if he's just calling them gay, or
gay
if he's calling
basically.
them pedos. Yeah, I don't.
What's
That
the
line
difference? Is what
maybe.
you would say.
Fuck you.
Go on.
That line, I don't know.
For
If
me, yeah, no,
yeah,
sorry. For me, the attack, I was like, okay, that's an exposed part. He's got no armor there. I guess no chainmail either for some reason. Oh, you can puncture chainmail, but yeah. And I was like, okay, it's not the attack. It's more kind of the one liner is like, okay, you have just. It was
yeah,
too. It was a bit too goofy for me, but like,
that's fair.
um,
Um,
but yeah, and then Ulf finishes destroying the army, and he's like,
I loved when he said "fuck you too" and then kills them. That was very funny. I like that a lot.
yeah, and
Because yeah, what did he say? They'll all burn, and yeah, he wasn't kidding.
do you think it worked for his character to have this turn where he's like, you know
Yeah,
what, fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah. I think it's the best way of doing him because it wouldn't make sense for him to go, oh, I don't want to be a high tower instrument. No, no, sorry, I don't want to be a Targaryen instrument, but I'll be a high tower instrument. It's like what? That would be
Oh no,
sillier.
I
I
just
think this is the best and most interesting thing.
my my
Because
my headphones are screaming low, but I think I'm about to go off because it's okay. I'm gonna start listening on my phone so I can hear you, and while I'm okay, it's gone power off, so I can't hear anything you're saying right now. I'm gonna listen on my phone. I'm gonna charge this up. It does charge very quickly. And I'm gonna say keep talking about Ulf and his arc and his decision to not just destroy the Hightower army, but to basically kill Ormond and then start going ham on the town because he's a drunk bastard. Okay, I'll be back in
okay,
a
chat.
few minutes.
Okay, chat. Yeah, I mean, I don't. To be honest, that's about all I had to say about him. Um, I suppose I can elaborate. I mean, he does become a war criminal straight away. He goes from I don't like being controlled to I'll just kill all these innocent people too, right? But I guess that's the dragon getting to his head, um, making him a bit. I mean, he likes calling himself the Dragon Lord, and I guess is it the dragon controlling him or making him more violent? Who knows? Not me. Um, but yeah, God, he just does not care. And I'm gonna talk. I mean, I'm sure I felt there's a lot of um, Game of Thrones season 8 stuff going on here, except this time better. Um, and him burning the town makes more sense than Daenerys is hearing the bells. But I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'm not. I don't know if. I guess he just doesn't care whatsoever anymore, and he's happy to just be like, yeah, I just killed these people. I'm above all of them because I'm a dragon lord. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, um, oh, town impressed. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I mean, yeah, I say I laughed. It was, yeah, it was good shit because I didn't want him to just do what Ormond told him to and then just
Hello.
kind of move on. Oh, he's back.
Hi.
Um,
It hasn't charged for that long. but
Okay.
obviously, but I'm gonna try it because it does give it a nice little
Can't you plug them
boost.
in?
Nah, I'm not about that
Oh,
life.
damn, bad headphones, bro.
I probably can, but I don't know. You know what? Let's just anyway. I was listening to you
Oh yeah,
on the stream, headphones in. You were talking about Ulf, breaking it
I
down.
was.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
don't give up the day job. No, I'm joking. You
bastard.
you handled yourself
Babe
well.
killer.
No, heathen. I just had low battery again. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's move on. I might. Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
I'm curious because what do you think about him Ulf just just burning the town?
So it's not what happens in Fire and Blood. In Fire and Blood, he, destroys the. Well, no, he does kind of. Okay, so the difference in Fire and Blood is that it's actually the blacks who hold Tumbleton and the greens who are trying to take it.
Oh,
And so Ulf does burn parts of the town, but it's him destroying the army within the town, basically.
okay. He doesn't just go, yeah, I'm just gonna kill
No,
bad
he,
guys.
he 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 does join at this stage at least. He does join the green side. This is more of a kind of he joins them and then, well, like you said, a bit of dragon influence, maybe also being abused, mistreated, also just like
Also, hung over as hell
hungover as
as
shit, and
well.
like the horror of like you know a fallible human who's drunk or hungover, not driving a car but driving a nuke is like cannot be understated.
Yeah.
He's just like fuck you, and he just burns the high tower soldiers and houses and stuff and whatever. Like yeah, it's what was your question again? Were you asking me?
Oh, I was asking you how, like, what you felt about him just killing innocent people.
I think it's been built up that he's a very ambitious, insecure guy, and he's not really that pleasant. He's very
Yeah.
likable, I think, and charming, but he's not a
Yeah.
very pleasant guy. And I think he just kind of snaps, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
I have a dragon. Why am I putting up with? Why am I putting up with this shit? I have a dragon. I can do what I
Yeah.
want." I do wonder. We could do in predictions. We can talk about what the future will be for Ulf,
Mm.
because I'm curious where they're going with them. Um, but yeah, and I think obviously, like you said, so much better than Daenerys's turn, right?
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Because
However,
there's
however,
definitely season 8 parallels here. But you can say
I
however.
think the way that the aftermath of the King's Landing being destroyed is filmed is better in Game of Thrones than it was here.
Oh.
Felt like a bit of a knockoff in this one. Didn't feel as impactful visually.
Yeah. I mean, it's just for people. What was better about that was the perspective wasn't indestructible Arya,
Oh yeah,
or Arya. It made sense for the viewpoint to be there and everything, and also for the viewpoint to be looking at all of this stuff.
yeah. The same
Um,
with Damon in this episode, where he's got the. I'll cut to it actually. Wait, no, we'll go to that in a sec. Yeah, Damon's got the meme face where like Corlys grabs him. He's like, "Guh." But yeah, Damon sees the kind of fiery aftermath. We're seeing it through his point of view, which does make me wonder whether this is like a character moment where all episode he's been like, just destroy the city to burn out the Hightower host, even if it kills civilians. And now it's him actually on the ground seeing the consequences of that, and he's kind of like, clearly shell shocked.
yeah, I think what they go for at the end here is kind of Damon using up all of his bloodlusts as like getting it all out. Because like at the end he's just screaming and killing people.
Hmm.
And Corlys has to be like, bro, we're leaving.
I don't understand Corlys's his hand bandage, by the way. Why is it like a crab claw?
Because he's a
Shit. He's not a Celtigar, is he?
he's fishy.
Where
related.
is Bartimos Celtigar?
He should be here.
He's in Dragonstone. He should be fighting on the front lines. Come on now. But yeah, he's
he's got a Valyrian steel, right?
the Celtigars have a Valyrian steel axe.
Ah, I see.
Unnamed though.
More Crusader Kings helping me out here.
Hell yeah.
But
It's probably named in Crusader Kings. Probably called like Pincer or something.
or like yeah, something like that. But
Crap.
yeah, I think they're just going for Daemon because he rejects all the peace stuff. He's like, no, I'm killing all the high towers, and then yeah, I don't know. he's kind of using up all of his. Because I think there's that shot of his helmet on the floor, and he kind of walks away from it. And my thinking is like, is that him walking away from leaving that kind of warrior thing? Not leaving being a warrior behind, obviously. That's kind of his whole thing. But is it him leaving like his not his will to fight? I don't. You sort of see what I mean. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah, I know
leaving
what you're
some
saying.
part of his kind of himself
His
behind.
his daemonity,
Yes,
daemonness.
something like that. Um,
But he gets
and they kind of slow zoom into his face, and when he's killing people, he's kind of not considering what's going on around him before Corliss shows up.
He gets rescued by Corliss, and in the background of Corliss, you see Black Alley and Oscar on horseback.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, with the kind of
Did I just not look at that? Because I was like, oh, where's Oscar? But I guess he's fine. Do you?
no off-screen death. Yeah, it's Oscar and Ali on horseback, like for a couple seconds. Like,
Oh yes, yeah.
yeah, it's kind
no,
of
I missed that.
a really cool shot.
I missed
actually.
that. Yeah, it is. I'm looking at it.
Hell yeah.
That's yeah. No, I missed that completely. Oh, okay, so they're fine. Good, because I was worried that they just forgot.
I was worried my future ex-wife had been killed. Yeah, off screen, but she might be in season 4. Yeah, and he does get rescued. And something else to bring up, because this is like very near the end of the episode, is a wild card at play during the battle. Hugh Hammer leaves King's Landing without permission on Vermithor to join the battle and basically try and get Cat out with his hammer. Cat.
Well, Cat goes to Cat.
There were the bunch of memes about, you know how like Damon turns and sees him? A bunch of memes being
Yeah.
like, Damon has no idea what's going on. He thinks Hugh is looking for a pet. He just turns around and one of the dragon riders running around being like, cat, just chasing after a cat or something. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Damon seems weirdly unconcerned about that, but he's got other shit to deal with. But he's just a bit like, oh, Hugh's here fighting.
Hugh's here fighting with a hammer and shouting the name of an animal. I guess he snapped.
He probably has, to be fair, by the end of the episode.
But yeah, Hugh goes hunting for Cat, and Vermithor's just kind of flying over the city, like chasing after Caraxes and Silverwing, being like, "What's happening? Why are my friends fighting?
Yeah, do you know what's going on, guys? What's happening? What's going on?
Guys, no one's telling me anything.
Hello, it's my wife. What's happening? Why are you burning these people?
Yeah, what are you doing, wife?
Yeah.
You'd probably make a joke like, "Is it Silverwing's time of the month?" But I wouldn't, because like that's a bit immature and just childish.
Sure, you wouldn't do that.
But Hugh finds Cat's corpse. She gets sort of attacked by like I think Northmen earlier on, and it cuts away.
Northmen come into they attack the high tower soldier that's in their house.
Yeah.
And then the soldier tries to use her as a human shield, and then she kind of gets grabbed by one of the guards, and then she's just kind of dead.
Yeah. So she died during the scuffle.
Yep.
Although there's no blood or wounds, so that's kind of random. But I think I don't know what.
Yeah, implied she died in the fighting.
As many civilians probably have, and then Hugh's like, "No, my cat got fridged. No."
Yeah, she really does get fridged.
I feel like she was fridged from the moment she joined the show. Like people who have read the books were like, the moment she joined, people were like, "She's dead." And by the way, she's not in the book. Which is why I think people are like, yeah, she's dead. Because Hugh doesn't have a wife in the book.
Yeah, I mean, because kind of like last episode, it was like, she was like, nah, you've abandoned me, I don't care. And then I guess he's like, no, but I gotta save her.
Yeah, bro. He's not letting her go that easy.
Yeah, that's fair. And then from here, who knows?
I don't know why I called you bro. I don't know why I said. Yeah. Breh. Yeah.
Get out to predictions, bro.
Wait, not yet. One last bit.
Later, bro.
Helena.
Oh, my goat.
Helena. Another one of my future ex-wives, Fia Saban. Shout out. Tapestry. She's doing some tapestry stuff. She looks out the window. We cut away. Rhaenyra comes in. Window open. Where's she gone? Cuts to her at the bottom on the spiked
She's
moat. But we don't see her flop out like a fish. We don't see it happen.
No.
And then,
which is good because when Tommen did it, it was slightly funny.
It was kind of fun. But yeah, what did you think of? Did you see her death coming?
Not really. but I wasn't. I was surprised, but not in a bad way. Um, like it makes sense because when we were talking about her dreams last time, and I was like, "There's three different paths." She chooses to not take any of them. Um, ultimately,
Mm. Yeah,
by doing in
there's a
this episode, it's kind of reinforced her that she has no choice but to not to go down any of these paths because she doesn't want to do. She doesn't want to just be queen and have more babies. She doesn't want to be an evil Targaryen dragon queen, and she doesn't want to run away but then be vulnerable.
and with
So
the long night as being this like
yeah,
overhanging thing of
she
doom.
chooses to just remove herself from the situation.
Although
Which
because she embroiders her own death on the tapestry, is it her being like, I'm not doing any of these visions, I'm just gonna remove, or was that an extra vision we didn't see? Is it like that was one of
I think well, two ways it could be.
mm,
Either in my mind at least is either the white horse because I think I don't know if that's it might just be a Twin Peaks thing. I don't know. I feel like though it's a wider representation of death potentially.
is it not from
I
the
might be
Bible?
completely wrong.
Is it not from the Bible, the pale horse?
Is it?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know my Bible. Um, well, if it is, then yeah, but it's a cultural shorthand for death. So
Hmm.
it could be that those visions of the white horse, what she call it, grey mare, but those visions were she knew they were of her death, whereas the symbol is just kind of death generally, and then it's like, oh, they're her death. So either the vision she had of the horse, and she sees the horse at the start of the episode, is kind of her seeing her death, or the other one, which I like less, now I think about it, would be like she embroidered that as kind of an ending, because also on that embroidery is Rhaenyra with the crown running with blood. It's kind of an ending to the kind of tapestry of her story. I don't know. It's like she embroidered it for
Mm.
posterity, for
Yeah, almost
not
like
necessarily
a
for Rhaenyra, but as part of the tapestry, as a thing to be
suicide note.
seen.
Suicide note, almost.
Yeah, almost. But I kind of like that less
Yeah,
than
yeah.
I don't. Not that I think that her seeing the pale horse is like, oh, I'm going to die, but like that's the fourth option in her visions, almost. I would. I kind of. I like to think I came up with more,
Hmm.
but also, I think her leaving it as a suicide note is less. I find that less compelling. I don't know what you think.
Um, I kind of like I like the I both like the idea that it was a vision that she had and she's one of the options she chose, right? Where it's like
Mm,
of all the various things, this is the one I'm doing, and maybe she just feels bound by that. But I do also like the idea that she didn't have any vision of it, and she just, like you said, for posterity rather, she just like posterity. There we go. She just embroider it, and she was like, "Yeah, this isn't a vision I've had. It's just here are the other options I have,
yeah,
and I want to take this route,
and
which is removing myself from the board because all the other routes are too painful for me." And she's obviously
yeah,
like been grieving since season 2, since Blood and Cheese. So
yes, yeah, and I like that as being more. I like, yeah, your angle of her kind of taking her destiny into her own hands and not letting
yeah,
her
a bit more
visions
interesting
define what she
actually.
could do. Yeah, yeah,
It's very different from it's very different from Fire and Blood,
right.
where she has another son called Maelor, um, who and so what Blood and Cheese is in Fire and Blood is it's we're going to kill one of your sons, choose which one. Um,
Mm,
and she chooses Maelor, and then they go, haha, psych, and they kill Jaehaerys instead. Um, and then Maelor gets smuggled out of the city along with Aegon, right, by Laris, and
yeah,
Maelor gets sent to Old Town. But on the way to Old Town, um, him and his guardian, Sir Rickard Thorne, of the King's Guard, they get basically caught and killed by an angry mob, and Maelor's like torn apart. Um,
ugh,
and that leads to a whole thing where Daeron and Ormond like sack Bitterbridge. It's like this whole gruesome thing. But yeah, when Helena finds out about Maelor's death as well, she goes, "Okay, I'm done," and she jumps out a window. Whereas in the show, they nod to Maelor by having her like she's pregnant with Maelor, I think is the implication. So they kind of
yeah,
changed it around, and
Yeah, I think yeah, I mean, they don't have time to do all the other stuff. They don't have enough runtime. Um, so
That's true. I would have liked to seen the Malor stuff. I do actually really like how Helena was handled in the show, and I do think she
yeah,
had a really interesting little storyline this season.
yeah, I think it dragged slightly at points. Um, but I think it's more. Feel like her dragging was more her being caught up in the Allison stuff, where they just didn't know what to do with her, than her own storyline. Like the kind of repeated escape attempt stuff is more an Allison thing than a Helena thing.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, yeah. Did you
yeah, the
expect?
but
I already asked you right whether
yeah, I didn't necessarily expect it, but it wasn't like an it was didn't come out of nowhere. Um,
and she looked very
and
pristine in death. It must be said.
yeah, I mean, she looked ill as fuck. Um, she did not look very well, which obviously she wouldn't be. Um, it's good.
but I
It's
mean,
good that she didn't look.
in terms of like leaping from a tall tower, she was just lying there
Oh,
looking
yeah.
very
I mean, I
much not
think
like a splattered corpse.
yeah, I think potentially with the like them actually showing her being dead. Like they could have. I don't think they necessarily had to show her body, but they did in the way that otherwise people were like, oh, she climbed down the tapestry, um,
Mm.
or something. I don't know.
I was watching it with someone who was like, "Oh, has she climbed down?"
Yeah, exactly. So they kind of had to be like, no, no, she's dead. Even the butterflies know because
Oh
it's
yeah,
Disney princess
yeah.
treatment.
The butterflies be
Um,
flying up. Oh, that's its own thing. We won't get into that toxic butterflies post. You don't know what that means. That's a discussion.
no, that means
Discussion for
absolutely
another.
nothing to me.
Wait, I won't go into it. But basically, George R. R. Martin did a blog post in between season 3 and 4, being like complaining that the show didn't have Maylor and being like, "Why would Helena kill herself?" And then HBO made him take it down, and he had like a whole list of other criticisms that he then didn't say, and it was very awkward and weird. And some people think
I
that the
think I
butterflies
remember
are
that.
like a nod to the blog post, almost as a kind of like a, I don't know, or it's just a link to the fact that she was a bug girl, and it's
She
like,
was.
yeah. And then Rhaenyra is like, oh shit, she's dead, and then checks her tapestry, and part of the tapestry is her
Finally.
jumping off, but also the tapestry seems to show, I don't know how you interpreted it, but it looked like Rhaenyra on the throne, bleeding, and then a fire behind her and dragons in the flames, and then she looks at them and does the sexy little eyebrow raise and then shuts the window. So what did you and that's the final shot of this
It
season.
is.
What did you think?
I thought the um I saw it as more I didn't really notice the stuff behind the crown, I'm not gonna lie. Or behind the throne even, the fire and the dragons and stuff. I was mostly looking at her being on the throne with the crown that's like blood running from it, which is kind of Helena saying that the crown's kind of when
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now, it looks like the blood almost looks like it's kind of forming her kind of body shape. Like it goes down her arms, it goes down, nearly goes down her legs. It's like the crown kind of controls you, and he's kind of I don't know, not like infecting, but it's the blood's going into your mind. It's making you evil, um, and the throat. I mean, it's the throat leads to death of people and death of dragons.
Do you think Rhaenyra's response was, "Hey, she foresaw me on the throne. That's good, I guess," or was it a, "Oh, this is a negative vision, but I'm just going to choose to ignore it"? Because I was talking about with Quinn that I kind of see the window closing as kind of her symbolize the visual symbolism of her kind of shutting off responsibility for Helena's death, basically being like, "Yep, no," and also for how she's seeing the prophecy, where she's kind of like, "Yeah, I'm just going to move past what's just happened and just shut the window and move on with her day." Um,
Yeah, it could because I mean she's been quite dismissive of her visions because they're not just like CCTV of Damon and the armies. She's just been like, oh, I think she's kind of just dismissing them at this point because I mean, she questions a few times whether like Helena's withholding stuff and because she doesn't care about her. She's past that. She's like just cares about winning, and she doesn't see Helena's visions. She must just think, oh, she's like only a little bit of a dreamer. She has weird random ones that don't make any sense and aren't any help to me. So this must just be another one, another
Mm,
like misguided
mm.
dream. And to be honest, with all the music building, I was like, was she going to jump out the window as well?
Oh,
What's going on?
when she leant out the window, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And then she
Yeah,
like shut it, and I was like,
she
"Okay,
always does a little step up as well. I'm like,
yeah,
whoa, 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 whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah." I was like, "Yeah, hold on, what are we doing here?"
But no, they're just doing a fake out. Um,
I think she was just closing the window.
she was. But they were like, oh,
Cool
is she going to
music.
jump? Is she going to jump?
Um, but yeah, the season closes out, season 3. Um,
Some, yeah,
let's okay. So we have in memoriam for this episode. Rest in peace to High Septon.
we do.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, and I'm sure there'll be no consequences.
Rest in peace, Roddy. He got to die in battle.
He got burned by dragonfire. It's a pretty good death.
Also, who else got burned by Dragonfire? Rest in peace, Ormond, basically the villain of season 3.
Yep.
Did you expect him to go this episode?
Well, if you look at my death watch
Ooh,
from last time, both Ormond and Roddy were on for death watch.
hell yeah! Oh yeah, that was a good shout.
So, because I thought, I mean, I was kind of thinking wrong. What was my reasoning for Ormond? I don't remember, but I think it was that I didn't know what else would happen with him afterwards. So I was like, okay, he's probably gonna die, and Bold John might because he'll be on the front lines, so he'll be in danger there. But I got those two right, but that was it. Because my other ones were Damon, nope, because I was completely wrong, which we'll get into me being extra stupid in a minute. Oscar, nope. Sheep Stealer, dunno. That's like a half a baby. And then I thought maybe one of the Dragon Seed Dragons or a Rider, but no, neither of those. So I got 2 right.
Rest in peace, Cat. Cat
6,
got
yeah.
fridged. And rest in
Yep.
peace, Helena, who
Yeah,
really
didn't see
good,
that one coming.
really good actress. I think I really liked the portrayal of
Yep.
Helena. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Oh, to subscribe. Oh, I think I deleted the slide that's like predictions and over. Okay. Do we want to do
Silly.
overall season 3 without going into too much detail? Just overall, what did you think of season 3?
Should we do prediction reflections first? Of what I thought was going to happen.
Oh, like okay.
Because
Let's do. I like
this
that.
episode, the finale and stuff, because I got a lot wrong. Because what happened was I remembered because the gap between season 2 and 3 was long. I didn't watch any stuff. I misremembered some season 2 trailer stuff as being season 3. So all of me basing the Damon Amon showdown was from season 2 trailer clips because I'm an idiot. So what I actually did was I checked the season 3 trailers, and I was like, wow, I'm glad I didn't watch these because they have so much from the last episode.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, they reveal so much in these trailers. I'm glad I didn't watch them. But yeah, so my predictions were kind of wrong because I thought there would be a Harrenhal showdown, but nothing really happened there. And what else did I even predict? Well, this isn't a good section if my memory is bad. Yeah, wow, I just don't remember anything else. But that prediction was wrong. But I kind of lucked into a bunch of things because I was like, oh, I thought Damon wasn't going to be there, but I still thought Ormond was going to die, so I got lucky there, I guess.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, generally for this episode, there are a couple of things. Like after the end, I was like, so where's Sheep Stealer? Where's Dayron? I mean, where's Dayron God? That's like an open-ended question of purpose. But like, yeah, what's Sheep Stealer? What's Sheep Stealer doing?
Where's Raina?
There's.
Well, she's just chilling, but yeah.
I mean, Raina,
where's that plot going? I don't fucking know because it's not in the book.
Knows?
Yeah, but what about the season? Just overall.
The season overall. I mean, just rating.
Just generally speaking, yeah, rating. What did you think of it compared to season 1 and 2?
I mean, it's middle out of the 3 because it would be hard to be worse than season 2 because writer strike,
Mm.
budget restrictions, etc., etc., etc. Um, but it's not as it's no season 1's still the best by a decent chunk. I think I was gonna my initial rating. I was like, oh, is it a like 6.5? But I think it's I gave it a 7 overall because it's really I found it really up and like all over the place. Like it had some really good bits. It had some questionable things and some less pleasant writing, but it had some most like we've been saying. Most of the arcs were going to good places. It's just the execution was a bit messy,
And the pacing.
and the pacing was still. I think it's just. I still think they haven't escaped season 2, like
Yeah,
pacing issues. They
because people are
because the
pointing
first
out that
episodes
like
for season 2
yeah.
really.
So we basically got
And
6 episodes of season 3.
yeah, which
and
is not
and
enough
I
runtime.
don't. People were saying this. I saw it online. I haven't seen any like official source, but apparently, season 4 is also only going to be 8 episodes. That's the
Oh
final, and that's the
no!
final season.
This
Oh,
it should have been this season. I mean, it should have been like the first 2 episodes. Obviously, should have been season 2, and then this season instead of 6 should be more like I don't maybe just 8,
it
maybe
does.
not like 10.
It does make you wonder what would have
But
happened if season 2 was 10 episodes as originally planned. It's like what would have happened? When
oh,
would?
is it be 10? Oh,
Yeah, season 2 is
they
going to
would
be
have
10,
actually because
and then
they
season
would have
8.
had some actual
Sorry,
breathing room.
season
Well,
3.
I mean, season 2 being 10 would have gone 2 ways. It would have been either they drag out the like Rhaenyra thing
Well, no,
even
because
longer.
you know the first 2 episodes of this season would have been the
Oh, that's
final 2.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know you're right. You're right. You're right. Big
and
silly.
then that means season 3 would have been also 10
8.
episodes.
Oh really?
Well, presumably, like I'm saying, like hypothetically, if all of them were 10 episodes, which is the original plan,
Mm.
season
Oh,
3
it would have been much better.
would be 10, and Tumbleton would not be the finale either. They wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. That my
Probably
first thought on watching the episode was that there should be another episode after this.
literally nearly fell off my chair. Yeah, no, Tumbleton wouldn't even be like penultimate. I think Tumbleton would be like a mid-season battle, honestly.
Ooh,
Because yeah, it feels like
really?
I don't know if you could have 10 episodes of building up the Mexican standoff. One of my
True.
criticisms of
True.
House of Dragon is that season 1 is basically the setup to a civil war, and then season 2 is like armies being raised and skirmishes happening and the road to war, and then this season is a massive Mexican standoff, and it's like it feels like the war hasn't actually properly like broken out yet, you know?
I think. Yeah, I think that's. I think it's that they compress stuff into episodes too much. Like they do. There have been a bunch of battles, but you just kind of forget about them because they are like a couple episode things or like one episode. Like there's that battle at the mill, there's Rook's Rest, there was the fish feed, there was another battle off screen. Like there's lots of battles happening, but you don't feel it. Like Rook's Rest was a huge thing, but it was like those 2 episodes, and it's
There
kind of
haven't. I'll
contained.
tell you what the issue is. There've been like castles being sieged. There's been aerial fights. There's been a naval fight, but there's been no ground battles. Like we've skipped over the Reach campaign where Ormond's army has been like defeating enemies in the Reach, and we skipped over the Tully army fighting the Lannister army. And
Mm.
I feel like in doing so, it feels like the war does just feel smaller.
Yeah, I wonder, is it because they're trying to like the writers? This is are trying to reduce the number of pieces on the board to make it like simpler,
I
or to
think
make
I
it
think
to
purely
remove things of like, oh, why don't they move this army here? Or
no,
things like
no,
that.
because these are things that happen in the book. Like there's the Battle of the Fish Feed,
Yeah,
which is the
yeah, yeah,
Tully
yeah.
Lannister. I think is budget. I think it's purely
Also,
they're like
yeah,
we can't afford to just have all these battles, but it does just mean that I don't know. But yeah, anyway, this isn't about my opinion. It's more about your opinion. I'm with you though in terms of this is better than 2, but not as good as 1.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it's
I
more
think it'd be.
satisfying than 2 because holy shit,
Oh,
remember
absolutely.
when that one ended?
2
And
was, yeah, yeah, not good.
but
Uh,
shall we jump into predictions? So let's go
Ooh.
quick fire round because I want dinner. I'm starving. I'm gonna go instead of plot. I'll go character by character. Give me
Okay.
your thoughts on what they're gonna get up to in season 4. Bearing in mind, season 4 is the final season. So, and then we'll do super chats.
Okay.
8 episodes left potentially of the whole story.
That's messed up.
Doesn't
No.
yeah. I know. So first off, Rhaenyra, Queen Rhaenyra.
I mean, there's no coming back from this episode really. Like not I would say she's not like a full person
Wait, hold on a
anymore.
sec.
Like I said earlier.
Hold on
Oh,
a sec. I'm just gonna interrupt. I'm gonna charge up my headphones again.
ugh.
Carry on entertaining the people, and feel
Okay,
free
I'll
to
go.
go through like any character that pops into your head. You could just like
Okay.
freestyle monologue. You want to be a YouTuber. You want to be an epic influencer, right? So this is your little. This
Shut
is
up.
your solo. This is your drum solo. This is your audition process. See if you can handle it. See if you've got the metal.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
All right. I'll be back,
Okay.
but I'll be listening on YouTube.
For you charge. Yeah. Okay. Vanera. Like I said earlier in the stream, she's not like a full kind of person anymore. She's not like living for the sake of living. She's living for the sake of revenge and claiming her destiny and winning. So once she wins, if she were to win, I will say, then what's she gonna do afterwards? Like she's already sacrificed. I mean, she killed the Pope, and she's there's no way Talmoton looks good for anyone, including her. So, I mean, she's in a bad spot. And then, even if she were to somehow get out of it, it would be a very, I don't know, not sad, empty life. And she probably wouldn't go the the old Robert Baratheon route of just get really drunk and go hunting all the time. She'd probably just be like, okay, I have nothing left to live for now. But I don't think she's not gonna win. Like she's not as much as I'm of anyone. I'm the biggest fan of Rhaenyra. She's not winning. Um, yeah, it's not because I don't know how it's gonna end for her, but yeah, it's not gonna be good because she's gone full killer. So, and then with her would be Daemon. Maybe my prediction of Targ Bowl for this season is just next season. Maybe you get Daemon Aemond showdown finally, and maybe they kill each other. Maybe Daemon dies. I don't know. But then after that, if Rhaenyra outlives Daemon, then yeah, after he dies, not good for her at all because he's her kind of like I would say I don't know her rock I guess at this point because she's dismissed Massaria when she's when at the start of the episode he's risen she goes to Daemon and Daemon's like, "Now you got this." So if Daemon's not around to kind of be like, "Now you got a dragon, we're Targaryens, we got this." If he's dead, she's going to be like, "Well, fuck, I guess I'm gonna kill people or something," um, and she'll probably make tactical mistakes and flail a bit. I don't know. But yeah, those two, they're not gonna win. Sadly, I know. Is it sadly? Who really knows? Which means then who's gonna win? Uh, Aegon, if I had to guess, because Daeron's not. I don't know. Is he too sensible? Not really, because he doesn't really. All the things he says he's gonna do in this episode aren't very good ideas. Like, oh, I shall fly out to fight them. Caraxes is them. It's not gonna end well. Or like, oh, we'll do a like we'll negotiate with them and give them back their hand. It didn't work. So, and I don't know if he'll die. I mean, I don't know where he is now. Maybe he is already dead. But if he isn't, will he die overall? I mean, he is a contender for the throne, maybe, or he'll just like fake his death and
I'm
go
back.
live in Pentos or something.
It's me.
It's me. It's you. Did I succeed the interview test day?
Yeah, you did it right. You did it right.
It's just fine. Yeah, it's
It's
whatever.
fine. You don't have to spend half an hour on every character, but it's fine. That was cool.
It's-
Right.
Shut up, man.
So what? Rhaenyra, Daemon. Who you talk about now? Aegon, right?
Rhaenyra, Daemon, they're not. They're. It's not going to end well
You
for
think
them.
they're cooked? Any
I think
specifics?
they're cooked.
You're like,
Specifics,
you're
I
like,
could see, like I just said, I could see Daemon and Aemond maybe take each other out, and then
yeah, you talked
Rhaenyra's
about that.
left without Daemon, and then
I know
she
you were
makes
saying that
she
Rhaenyra's
goes
like
irrational.
not really a person anymore. You don't really consider women people. You said something like that.
I don't think that's quite what I
Oh,
said,
okay.
Mr. Haven.
What about? Okay, let's move on. What about Mysaria? Last time we see her, she's in the
Sorry.
crowd,
Oh,
kind of watching
true.
Rhaenyra's speech, being like, "Yo, what is she doing?
Um,
What's she
is
cooking
she
up?"
gonna take? She might take Alison's advice and just do stuff for herself again,
Be a whore?
or she might just be like, "Now I hate all these people. I'm gonna go and maybe she'll get the chickens. Who knows?"
Hell yeah.
Um,
So up to debate
but
whether
yeah,
she just retires and goes nah, or
it's
whether
either she
she.
retires or she tries to go back to her old role of messing stuff up as like an outsider because she's clearly
Ooh.
done with Kings with the Red Keep.
Continues controlling her little kind of spy network, and there's
Yeah,
like,
maybe she does something with Elinda, because Elinda was kind of sad to see her go, because they worked together,
yeah,
obviously. So
yeah.
maybe there's a thing there. I don't know. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Longshanks.
Daron
Longshanks
was
in the chat saying we should write this down when season 4 comes up.
good point.
I'll have
Well,
it.
I'll write it down somewhere
I'll have
else
a
after.
million. I have a million subs by then. I don't think I'm going to be
Easily.
doing videos with you.
Ah, no.
I'll
of
be
course
living in
not.
my YouTuber mansion in
Not with the
LA.
peons.
Beg your pardon?
I can see that. Um, yeah. So if
Yes.
if they're not winning, Daron also isn't. I think it's all signs to Aegon right now.
You think Big Egg? So but not
Big Egg.
Daron. Why did you? Why were you so
I
confidently
said
like
not Daron because he doesn't want it. Number one, and
Jon
Ormond's
Snow?
dead
Yeah.
now,
I don't
so I don't want it.
That's true.
No, but
Ormond isn't there to be
Ormond
like.
is dead, and Ormond was the main push for his thing. Which actually reminds me of a point I was going to say earlier, which Ormond's little King's Landing gang, when the Queen was going through the streets, didn't do shit. I don't know
True.
what happened to
Yeah.
them.
No
Did
assassination.
Daemon kill that one guy, and they were like, "Nah, okay, we give up."
No, I think
Yeah.
it's more just she was just well protected.
Yeah, too guarded. Yeah, they kind of didn't do anything.
They're like
But,
assassinating people in the streets. You know, they're not like
yeah,
battalions.
no, but yeah, I think so. Daeron's main push from Ormond. Ormond's dead now. The army at Tumbleton's kind of destroyed. It's him and well, he's been separated from Gwen. I don't know. We don't know where he is. Well, I don't know. Maybe you probably know because the books ish. You probably have an idea.
No, I don't have a
whereas I
clue.
don't know.
Like,
you don't.
so Daeron survives Tumbleton. I don't know
Okay.
why he's missing. I don't know why it's even up for debate because it feels like the writers were like, well, we don't know if we're going to keep him or not, so leave it ambiguous. Because it's like, what? Like, Daeron needs to be there. It's very odd. And Gwaine just isn't. Gwaine, like, isn't the same character. They're just different characters.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, but Daeron, unless he's had a sudden change of heart and actually does want to be king, I think he'd be happy to pretend to be dead at Tumbleton and fuck off.
King Daeron the First?
Nah, not happening.
Not happening. What about King Aemond the First?
He's off to Hyrule, bro.
That's true.
He's hopping through a portal.
Linky boy. He's playing Zelda, right? In
Yeah, Zelda, yeah.
So what
The
about
Legend of Link, yeah.
Yeah. So Aemond, Daeron take each other out. Sorry, Aemond, Daemon take each other out. Daeron, if he's still alive, you're like he's not. He's like I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back. So sticking with Tumbleton, what's going on with, Gwaine's there, John Roxton's there, Hugh has just destroyed, kind of fucked up both sides. Sorry, Ulf. Oh my god, Adam. Fuck. Ulf has fucked up both sides. Hugh has like found his dead wife. Like what's going on? What's happening in Tumbleton? Like what are we doing with that plot?
I think they'll all have a big picnic at the start of season 4 and
Fire.
No,
I like
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, there's some remnant of Hightower stuff. You know, there's John, there's Gawain, who want probably want very different things. So I don't really know what those two are gonna do. Maybe because are they gonna go to Aegon? Maybe. There's some kind of support base for Daeron in the capital, but are they just gonna swap to Aegon's side? I don't know. Um,
Huh.
it's
Interesting.
probably my best bet, to be honest, is that they just because if I'm going with Daeron doesn't want to be king, and Ormond's push isn't he's not there anymore, then and because he's conspicuously absent, maybe he's thrown away on Tasari, and maybe Tasari's crushed in that little sept they were keeping her in.
No,
Um,
no.
or maybe he's just run away some other method.
All right, talk to me then
I don't know.
about um talk to me about Aegon and Tyland and Laris and that whole.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
before
yeah,
you
yeah.
do,
Oh yeah.
could you? This could be a little monologue. Give me your opinions. I'm gonna go put some chicken in the oven if that's okay. This is not a very professional stream, but I'm like I should get started on the chicken now. Soon that
Finale, man.
it's past 11 p.m. I'm hungry.
Yeah, fair.
Keep talking. I will listen to you on
Man's
this.
gonna eat.
This.
What am I talking about? Okay, I'm talking about stuff generally then. Oh yeah, Aegon, Larry, old Lannister. Um, to be honest, I kind of forgot about them with all this episode's drama. I kind of forgot that they were hanging around. So yeah, I mean, I wonder what Aegon must have sent Lannister somewhere because they were together when he burnt the mutant host. So he must have. I wonder if he sent him to his support base somewhere. Maybe he sent him back to King. Oh my God, Castle Rock. That's the one. To get the money, maybe to pay for some armies or something of that sort. Larry, I don't know. I wonder if he. I mean, he must have. He would have heard of Aegon being back and gone, "Oh, okay, my bets are still hedged well." So maybe he's got some kind of secret network that he's gonna leverage for Aegon, because he's still on his side. He's not gonna shift allegiance now. And Aegon, I mean, the main reason main reason I'm saying he's gonna win is it's partly a little bit better in that like his arc. If he just died, then his whole arc of like from this season of being like going from I'm king because that's my birthright and yeah I don't really care to being like no I'm to really embracing it would just kind of be like he embraces it and then he dies anyway, which I mean maybe he could die if he's won in some other way like um I don't know, but I think it'd be a bit flat and also out of all of the contenders he's he's not an empty husk of a person who wants to just kill. He's not a kind of avoidant boy king who doesn't really want to be king. Aemond is clearly past coveting his brother's oxen, and
That's so true.
he's kind of past wanting
So
to
true.
be king,
It's
and
really
then
true.
it is so true, isn't it?
I can't
And
get
then
over how
Aegon
true this is.
is the only one with that ambition. Or maybe wildcard Alan sneaks in,
Hey yo,
becomes the king.
King
What a
Alan
twist!
Valarian.
King Alan Valarian.
So
That's a Crusader Kings 3 king.
So you were so you were saying that you think basically Aegon is the successor, as in the winner, not the successor. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That the
Yeah.
show ends with basically King Aegon the Second, end of the dance. Boom.
I don't know if he.
How many
I mean,
dragons are left?
he doesn't. Does Aegon have? He doesn't have any children left. He has one daughter now.
He has a
Doesn't he?
daughter, yeah.
Okay.
which would be very funny as his heir because it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
daughter.
yeah, yeah. That would be good. But yeah, I mean, I could see it, like, because he's. I
So
mean,
I
I've just spent ages explaining why I think
yeah,
it's
no,
gonna
it's fine.
happen.
I heard you. I heard
But
you. I had
um,
headphone. Don't you worry.
him being,
So I laughed because
I don't
someone
know.
just sent a super chat saying Haven put some chicken in the oven, but Alex is the one who's really cooking.
Oh, fire! Yes, yeah, they
uh,
get it. They get it. Um, yeah,
yeah.
it would. I mean, having your king be a living representation of the Dance of Dragons, like he's scarred. He's like that's cool. He's got a dragon that is kind of reborn out of the fires of war. That would be cool.
Oh, fuck, what's the time?
It is
Okay,
over
yeah, yeah,
20.
yeah. I didn't even check the time. I put the chicken in. That's stupid. Okay, no, that's all.
Classic mistake.
God damn it. Um, right. Is there any other characters to talk about? So it's interesting.
Baylor and Rayna, who the hell
Ugh,
knows at this point?
who
Who
cares is the question.
knows?
Um,
Yeah, Rayna. I what? So I like how we said a lot last stream that what they do with Sheepstealer and Rayna in this episode will decide, and what they did was nothing.
nothing.
So
Yeah.
I guess either they're just saying, "Nah, Sheepstealer's just out for the count. Who cares?" Or they'll do what I was saying. The whole for all of these streams, go, "Nah, trust me, guys. They're gonna come in at a pivotal moment."
Whoa.
Maybe they eventually will, or maybe now they've just given up. They've just got nah. And the point of that storyline was, oh, I guess Rhaenyra doesn't care like all of us. Who knows?
I've got okay. So I want to ask about someone.
Okay.
Which is, well, I know we've already talked about Tumbleton, but specifically Hugh,
Yeah.
because I feel like he's in the most. Like there's the biggest question mark above him. I mean, I guess Adam is like, he's in King's Landing, right? He's doing his thing. Some tensions with Alan. Ulf has made a big gamble and it's like, what's gonna happen? But like Hugh is like, what is Hugh
What
doing?
is he gonna do? I mean, I could still. I mean, he got the dragon to, well, he justified getting the dragon to protect his wife, right? Dan, what a
I'm
speed.
sorry.
He justified it to protect his wife, right? Was that his reason?
Oh yeah. Because his whole
Yeah.
reasoning it was basically, well, their daughter died in season 2 because of illness and the lack of food and so on, and he was basically like, "This is my calling. I'm a Targaryen bastard. We can improve our lot in life if I have dragon." She's like, "I don't care. I want to go to Tumbleton," and then he just does his thing and she does her thing. So yeah, but she clearly was like part of his motivation. I do think it's also his own personal glory as well.
Yes. Yeah.
But with her gone, it's like, what are his motivations now?
Mm,
And I don't know because she doesn't
Yeah.
exist in the book. He has a very different role, and I'm like, what? I don't know what we're doing with Hugh.
Is it? I mean, part of me is thinking like, Ulf is. I mean, he's open rebellion against everyone. Adam is clearly not entirely happy with Rhaenyra putting Corlys in danger and locking up Baylor. He's not content. And is he potentially feeling rebellious? Is he gonna do what he said he would with Baylor and they'd run away and have adventures? Maybe, I don't know. Would he run into Laenor in Essos somewhere? And
Ayo.
then Hugh like either. I mean, it sends him one of two ways, right? Which is either my wife's dead. Well, actually, one of three, I guess. Which is my wife's dead, so all I've got is being a servant, is doing what Rhaenyra wants me to do. Obviously, he'll justify it some better way.
Kind of like an anti-Ulf then.
Like kind of like an anti-Ulf.
Let me be your tool, like
Yeah,
a bit like
the other
Alan,
one-
like Alan but on a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her kind of like
Or
loyal.
It'll be, he'll do the same as Ulf and be like, I've got nothing left, but I've got a dragon. God damn it! And he'll maybe the two of them team up on the two dragons.
Yeah,
that
they're
like
like,
each
why
other
we
the
take it?
most.
Why we taking orders from other people when we're the ones
Yeah.
who ride two of the biggest dragons in the realm?
Exactly. Maybe that will be a thing. Who knows? Or the third option is, my wife's dead. I don't even care anymore. I only got this dragon to protect her. I don't care. Which is the least likely because you've got a dragon, man.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
it would be a lame way to deprive Rhaenyra of a dragon to be like he just goes.
It would.
I'm
He just
going
goes,
hiking to the
Yep,
somewhere
he
else.
gets
Bye.
his is it Thimble? The like pole with the sack on the back, and he just walks
Yeah,
sadly off
the
into the
bindle,
distance.
the
The
bindle.
bindle, that's the one.
But
Yeah,
I
he
feel
gets his
like
bindle and he kind of
Vermithor would just
walks
follow
off.
him like a pet
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, yeah. Like, where we going? Where we going? Like, no, I don't care
And you
anymore.
can't outrun like a Vermithor.
No.
Leave me alone.
He'd be like sulking, farming somewhere in the woods, and Vermithor would be like, "We can do something now. Can I burn people?" Um,
Try and
but yeah, I
throw
think
a stick.
yeah, it's more one of the first two. It's either he does an
Yeah.
anti-elf or he teams up with elf, or does an elf himself.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Right. Well, any other characters or major plots where you're like, this is what you think is happening? Because it can go in various directions. Because it's like it ends
yeah.
on a very much not setting up the next season much. It's just ending this season. So like, you know,
I mean, I would say it ends a lot in setting up the next season, and that they've left a load of stuff loose and
yeah,
gone. I don't know, man.
yeah,
Which is why they needed another episode here to actually do proper setup and not just loose ends is setup, right?
yeah. It is.
Um,
It is kind of even
Because
for.
like Alison, what the hell's Alison doing?
Oh, I didn't
She's
even
in the
mention
woods.
her.
Exactly.
I didn't even
Exactly.
for prediction. Oh, yeah.
I had to look on second watch to see if you get any clues from what, and she's got some kind of guard or like a bunch of guards who I guess she found somewhere. But are they greens or are they blacks? Who knows?
What
What's she
about
doing? I don't know.
Boros Baratheon? Remember him?
I think he'll do
He
nothing.
still hasn't picked a side. He's just like, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Oh no, he's not picking a side till the very last second.
He's just coming in like. So in your mind, it's like King Aegon the Second on the throne, and he's like, "I was with you the whole time."
The crown is inches from his head, and he walks in like, "And I'm here to say, I was here the whole time."
Yes, if you insist, I will be your hand.
Yes. Oh, don't. Oh, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. But for all my glories in battle, I'll do it if you really want me to.
If you insist. Right. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on then, because it's obviously kind of hard to predict. Like I said, with all the loose
Yes,
threads, it's
yeah.
kind of less of a. Ooh, it's kind of yeah. But let's do super chats. Let's do super chats, and then I will eat, and I'll try and edit down my 30-minute real almond audio into something normal, and I also have to do a Helena video. And I have to do them both very quickly because I want to have my 2-week break. I want to finish my Hot D arc and just move on and have like actually enjoy some of the summer and like go outside of my flat. That'd be nice. Fucking hell. Anyway, subscribe
You
everyone.
got this.
100k. Fancy Haven 100k this year, and I'll set up History Haven. Let's do it. Super chats. Where were we? Thank you, Vanderman, who sent in a donation. An Aemond walks into a bar. The bartender asks, "Why the long face?" Wait, Slender Man? What? For what?
I thought the end of that joke was to be Aemond kills the bartender. But
Is the joke that Aemond looks like Slender Man? I don't. Okay,
he's not tall enough.
he does have a long face though.
He does.
Quick Save says, "Did anyone else feel like Tumbleton lacked stakes?" So I agree. I don't think there were any cows in Tumbleton. Way.
So bad it took me like a minute just to figure it out. Awful, awful.
I don't think it lacked stakes. I think the stakes aren't as super high as Game of Thrones episodes because I think the characters, you're just more attached to the Game of Thrones characters fundamentally. And there is a sense of anyone can die, whereas Hot D, you kind of get the sense of, okay, certain people need to make it to the final season. I don't think it lacked stakes, but it wasn't the most,
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh my god, is Damon gonna die? It wasn't like.
Imagine
but it was still.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Imagine if he died. What a.
John Roxton that gouges his eyes out, just kills him.
Damn. That would have been. That'd be crazy. But even if it wasn't like super high stakes, I mean, there's no guarantee Ormond was gonna live or die. Like his fate was up in the air. I feel like it was still very enjoyable, and I thought it was kind of a bit of a return to form from all the like dithering. It was good to have something happen, and it was cool.
Yee. All right, thank you for the super chat from Quick Save, who says, Every character that we care about had a reasonable out. Ulf, Hugh, Daron, Gwaine, Damon can all leave. Ormond and Roddy are destined to die, though. In terms of this going into this episode, I think of those characters have to have died this finale. Is that what you're trying to say? You started your sentence with "and." Oh, I see. You're carrying on from Tomberton like steaks. Yeah, and it's because characters had an out. Oh wait, hold on. I mean, as in, but the thing is that, yeah, I
Is it
guess.
they could have died, or is it they could?
No, as in they could have just left. They didn't have
Right.
to take part in the battle.
Oh, I see. So it wasn't like, oh, they forced to do this, and will it go bad for them? It's, oh, they could just leave.
I don't think that makes sense though, because you can say that about any battle that characters could just like abandon it before it starts.
I mean, it wasn't like the Battle of the Trident where they have no choice, but that's a whole different thing. Like
Thank
Damon
you.
wasn't just going, no, I'm not going to command this army. But I
Thank,
mean,
thank you,
yeah,
Quick
I see.
Save, who says, I don't even want to read that one out.
Oh,
I don't even know if I want to read that one out.
why not?
Because it's kind of just explaining the joke. You know what I mean? It's kind of taken away. You know, I'm just gonna say it because I've been paid. It says a tight coif, a tight coif for a tight foid. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, but you're just kind of explaining
oh.
it though. You know, like you remove the subtlety. But that phrase could. Oh, that phrase on a t-shirt.
Do you want that on a t-shirt?
I could sell coifs. I could sell foid coifs on fantasyhavenmerch.com. Everyone check out fantasyhavenmerch.com for t-shirts and mugs and stuff. I'm going to revamp all the merch because currently it's a bit shit. And the mugs are cool, though. The mugs are cool. Buy a mug, Alex. All right. Thank you. I'm so tired and it can't be fucked. End famous elephant. I'm so hungry and tired. The stream continues for you, super chatters, because you support the channel wonderfully. Ray is cosplaying Aegon the Conqueror. I think it's more Visenya she's cosplaying specifically with the wielding the sword, wearing armor. She's invoking a bit
like
of.
she wanted to in season 1. Right?
Yeah, season 1 and season 2 she brings up Visenya.
Yeah.
But also also invoking Aegon, to be fair, trying to invoke masculine imagery with armor, wide shoulders.
Yep. Oh yeah. The like.
The
wings being
1980s
broad
shoulder
things.
pads.
Yep. And the kind of, and her specifically saying, "Oh, Aegon was destined to, we prophesied to protect things, and I'm the prince that's promised. So I'm just like I'm just like Aegon for real."
Thank you for the super chat from This Is Not Pioneer 10, who says, "Hi Haven Alex, long time fan, first time super chatting. After Rhaenyra left the set and said, surely before he died," I think, before she brings up Viserys, "I thought she was going to say the Pope anointed her before he died."
I said, "Yeah, he did it, guys. He did it in there. Trust
Surely
me."
before he died, he anointed me.
Yeah, you didn't hear any sword noises. That was the noise of him anointing me.
Immediately had a heart attack.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate how that happens.
Quick save again, thank you. Says seizing the High Septon would have been better. And then what? And seizing him, basically forcing him to do it. I think he'd just say no. I think he would just be like, "No, make me, and if you kill me, I'm going."
He'd just go flop.
I'm
Just
going.
go
He would go limp and just make them.
They'd be like, "Do it." He'd be like, no. Oh, something lost my arms, guys. Sorry."
Whoa! I'm ragdolling. You're gonna have to drag me. Like, God damn it! He'd probably just say no until they killed him. He'd be like, "You're gonna kill me. I'll go to the seven heavens."
Unless they literally like grabbed his arm and was like, "There." Used
Like,
his mouth,
smeared
like, grabbed
oil.
his jaw, and they're like, "I anoint you, Rhaenyra."
don't you, Rhaenyra? Like dip his
Yeah,
hand
no.
in holy oil and like smear it on her forehead.
Yeah.
This counts.
Yeah.
Flippy, my wonderful patron, says thoughts on the 10-minute Alison Amond breastfeeding scene.
I must have skipped that one,
There were
Is
fake.
that in the Haven cut?
Listen, there were fake leaks for episode 7.
Yeah.
And
you
yeah,
told
we
me
mentioned
last
this.
time.
They included Alan, Adam, Baylor threesome, and also Alice Amond breastfeeding scene.
That's you got to go to Fantasy Haven AO3 for that one.
My goodness. You know what? No, I don't think there is any. I don't think there's any art or fanfic involving me. I'm not big enough
Oh,
of
I
a
meant
channel.
your AO3
Oh,
that you're
my
writing.
account. My account.
I said
Okay.
you're writing those fanfics.
Oh no, fair play. Which is true.
Yeah, I wasn't saying there's AO3 of you because
I'm too busy.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm too busy watching fan fiction. House of the Dragon, more like fan fiction. House of the fan fiction, more like. Am I right? Right.
I've
Thanks.
not read the books. So I don't
Thank
know.
you, Pioneer 10. Oh, sorry. Thank you to This Is Not Pioneer 10. Alex went to Eton College, and Barry Haven went to Gordonstown. Great. Nice one. Nice one, Pioneer. You got us there. Also, you called me Berry, not Barry, so there we go. Thank you, Lord Peasbury, who says, all Hot D dragons are named Wind Singer or Mexlarian. That's a good one, actually. Yeah, they either have like kind of DeviantArt OC names like Moon Dancer, or they're like just various X's slammed together.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of same with the swords, I want to say.
Oh, they will have a similar vibe.
Or or are they all just edgy DeviantArt names?
They're
They
not all
just
legit. I'm trying to think of
Orphan
ones.
Slayer and Widow's Wail.
I mean,
Oh, wait,
Vigilance. The Hightower one is Vigilance. That's
Vigilance. Yeah,
that's fine.
it's either. I feel like they're either single word things or Orphan Crusher, whatever it is.
Orphan Crusher,
Puppy Kicker, etc.
Child Groomer.
Oh, hold on a minute.
That would be Damon's sword if he didn't have Dark Sister. Thank you again, Flippy. You said Damon when his op isn't his wife who just had a stillbirth or a broken spine. He can't wait, let me get the Roxton memes up. There we go. He can't handle against an actual tank. He can kill an unarmed woman, but a tank like Bold John? Ooh, let's go. Thank you, Joshua Kevin Perry, who says, Helena is a baby killer. Dun dun dun. That feels like a bit of a reductive way to view Helena's death. He's basically decides that like she has
right.
in her mind she has no path out, and her visions tell her that all roads lead to misery, and she's like, I want to end my misery, and the misery my child will have as a hostage, so I'm just going to leap from a window. And she's been experiencing grief for ages and so on, so I think it makes sense why she jumps out the window in the show.
Yeah, and there's no guarantees. I mean, that child would be kept alive as a hostage, but then is that living? And also could still just get ill and die. So
or executed as a hostage as well. I mean, it's better to live as a hostage than to die. It's not like he'd be in the cells, like he'd be, you know.
Yeah. But still.
But yeah. Thank you, Quick Save, who says overall this season felt the most reactionary to any adaptation, and it feels like they're making up for lost time from season 2 and are making hard pivots. Make up for lost time from season 2? It's not really. Just because the show simultaneously feels rushed and slow at the same time, it's really hard to explain. It's not hard. I just explained it. Making hard pivots in what sense? As in from the book? Because there have been changes from the books, and some I haven't agreed with, but nothing's been like absurd beyond kind of cutting nettles and having Rhaena and Sheepstealer do stuff. Nothing's been like super ridiculous to me when I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I don't quite agree that it feels reactionary to previous seasons.
Yeah, it's not quite Star Wars sequels levels.
Literally what was in my head when I was saying that.
It's not quite like, oh, the audience says this, so we're gonna do the opposite. Or they didn't like this, so we're gonna just cut that completely. I think it's not. I mean, that's the extreme, to be fair.
Shit, we got we got 3 in a row from Quicksilver. I'm going to read them all out. Thank
generous.
you. I'm glad the show is no longer House of the Misunderstandings and Accidents, but I'm still annoyed by the pacing and where/what the budget is utilized for. Yeah. That I do agree on you with. Yeah. A lot of they have seemed to kind of moved away from the whole. This major event happened because of a misunderstanding, or because which in some instances I like, and in others it's just very annoying.
Yeah, you can only use it so many times for isn't this tragic misunderstanding? The whole plot is just misunderstandings.
I like Aemond accidentally killing Lucerys as the beginning of his villain arc.
Yes.
I don't like Alicent choosing to put Aegon on the throne because she misheard Viserys in his deathbed, and not because she's been plotting it for several years, like in the book. That
Yeah.
that annoys me.
Yeah.
Yeah, annoyed by the pacing. Same. Where the budget is utilized for. People were, annoyed at the big
Yeah.
dragon fight last season, being like, why wasn't this
Yeah.
used on other stuff?
Again, I mean, it still. If they do nothing with Sheep Stealer, then I can kind of see. Then that whole plot line here, kind of in this season, just kind of becomes. They did it for the hype moment of having the dragons fight each other, and that's kind of it. If nothing really comes of it, then yeah, that's a waste of time and money that they could have put into doing something better. Which I fear is probably the case. If they included nothing about Sheepstealer or Reyna in this episode, doesn't look good for next season.
How long's that
opinion?
chicken meant to be in the oven? Is it 25 minutes? I think it's 25 minutes. Oh, we're good then.
You got 4 minutes then.
No, we good. Quick Save also said, if only the Hot D showrunners didn't split up. So season 1, it was Ryan Condal and Miguel Sapochnik. Ryan Condal writes the episodes, leads the writing room. Ryan Condal leads the writers room. Miguel Sapochnik directed a bunch of episodes. But he also he clearly had creative decisions because he made decisions that we know were his, including Rhaenys bursting up through the floor. By the way, that was a Sapochnik special.
Interesting.
Then after season 1, we don't 100% know why, but he left the show. Some people suspect it's because he only wanted to do 3 seasons, and they said they were going to do 4. He's like, I don't want to do that. There's also rumors that he wanted his wife to be named a producer because he basically pushed in some ideas that his wife came up with, and he was like, I want her to have a producer role, and they were like, no, and then he kind of rage quit. I don't know. He seems a bit weird. He's a fantastic director, and I don't think any episode has visually looked as good as a Miguel Sapochnik season 1 episode, with the exception of Claire Kilner. She kind of kills it. But yeah, no, I don't mind that they split up because I think Miguel Sapochnik, from what I understand of what his creative inclusions were in season 1, he's responsible for the shit ones. Like if he just stayed to direct, that's fine, but clearly he wanted creative control, and I think the issues we had in season 1 came from him. And then again, QuickSafe says, have you guys seen the French New Wave video? What do you mean? French New Wave is a genre of cinema. What do you mean, the French New Wave video? What does that mean? Is there one
video essay on it or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Then this is not Pioneer, of course, saying, as I mentioned before, Haven put chicken in the oven, but Alex is the one who's really cooking.
Good shit.
Grassroots Hegemon, thank you, said, John Roxon is still yelling unflattering things Damon is. Babe killer, heathen, motherfucker, impotent, jaywalker, etc. Again, turning a character into a meme by just having him say 3 things and then beat a major character in battle it's pretty fucking cool.
Gives him a cool, because he's kind of been a bit of a background guy.
Oh, there's a Hot D video essay. Okay, but I need a bit more context than have you seen the French New Wave? What do you mean? It's a channel called French New Wave, or is it called Hot D French New? Yes, there's a channel called French New. Okay, how am I supposed to know that's the name of the channel when that's the name of a cinema movement? Come on. Oh, it's a 2-hour 40-minute video.
God, almost as long as that's like 2 episodes.
Yeah. That's almost 3. Closer to 3 than 2.
Christ, half the season, nearly.
I haven't seen it. Is it a positive or a negative? I'd assume negative, right? Looks interesting. So I'm just checking the description. So the description saying the show's bad. I'm fuming about it. I spent 6 months making this video. Everyone will still think the show is good regardless. A crazy thing to say when so many people online go on about how much they hate the show. Everyone does this thing where they pretend that their opinion is in the minority so they can be a victim about it. It's like, dude, shut up. Everyone online is talking about how much they fucking hate the show. Not everyone, but certain sections of the internet. Right, let me have a look. Yes, thank you to Streamlabs donation. Oh yes, it's 3 Essen, who says, a tiny thing A tiny thing that announced me. Does it mean annoyed? I'll read it as is. A tiny thing that announced me was that Helena's tears fell farther than her on the tapestry. Right. Well, it's a tapestry, isn't it? It's not a real. It's not a photograph. It's stylistic.
Artistic vision from Helena.
Also, if dragons were mammals, how many breasts would they have? Who cares about legs? That's the real discussion. Amazing. A one. Let's go with one massive one. And
Not like 20.
And like the milk comes out as steam because of the hot dragon blood and fire. So it's just like steam. And then the babies just like suck up the steam, like.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. Why did you say it then? Thank you, Quick Save. You don't want to suck up some milky dragon vapor of an evening, of a Saturday afternoon? Come on now.
No.
Quick Save. Thank you, Quick Save. Again, who says the Reed Valyrian gun should be called Frog's Legs. I mean, to be fair, are you talking about the Howland Reed shotgun? No, that's what it's about. Okay. Yeah, so someone made a Longshanks in the chat said, like Carmine said, that's a reference to a channel called Red Team Review. There's a market for hating everything, and there's a market for loving everything, and they both pretend they're the minority. Yeah, that's kind of that's pretty good. There's a lot of genuine criticism of the show, and I'm excited. I'm interested to see that guy's big video essay hating on the show. But it's just annoying when people are like, oh, I'm in the minority. Everyone else thinks this thing, and it's like, nah.
No, there's a group of people who think everything about the show.
I like to go in. I'm going into this with nuance. I criticize it when I have issues. I praise it when I like it. I'm probably softer on the show than most people. In a few months' time, I'm probably going to look back at it and be like, it was weaker than when I was initially watching it. My own audience is not overwhelmingly, but I'd say over 50% dislikes the show. So it's within my incentive, as a creator, if I were to be audience captured, to be more negative about the show, but I'm not, because I'm just kind of sticking with my guns regardless of what people think. But yeah,
I'm quite forgiving, really.
But is it for you? You haven't. You.
Yeah, I've not read the book, so there's a major thing of I don't have that to compare it to. Like I recently read Annihilation, and the Annihilation film is nothing like the book. It's a different story. But if I hadn't read the book, I wouldn't know. And a lot of reviews for that film who didn't know were like, "Oh, it's great." But if me looking at it, I'm like, "What the fuck? That's not good." Also, Annihilation, great book.
Haven't read it or watched it.
Read the book's really good. It's really good. But besides that, my point being that makes me be less harsh because I don't have that point of comparison. But at the same time, when I watched through shows the first time, I think I said this in the first stream maybe, but I'll say it again. When I watch something through the first time, I get quite into it, and I kind of go along with it. I enjoy myself, and then when I watch it again, there's a bit of time difference. I look back, and then I tend to be like, wasn't so good. Like season 2, even with season 2 of the show, as I was watching it through the first time and going along with it, I got quite into it. I was like, yeah, it's good. I looked back and I was like, wait, what the hell?
I think I experience shows similar to you, which is that like I do just like to enjoy something when I watch it initially, and it's only afterwards I'll be like, okay, second time round, analytical. Then it's a bit more the artist within me is like, but like the initial enjoyment is I do just like to enjoy things.
Yeah, because if I'm not enjoying something, then I don't consume it. Like I not a hate watcher whatsoever.
I don't mind watching things that are apparently bad, just in terms of like, I think it is, if you want to be an artist, I think it is important to experience bad things with the good. But yeah, in terms of hate watching to like feel angry about something, I think it's a bit weird.
Exactly. Like if I'm consuming something bad, it's either because it's bad and I still enjoy it, or it's bad and I'm seeing why it's bad. And I watch it kind of analytically, but I never watch things where it's like it's bad and it makes me so angry when I keep watching, because it's like, well, what's the point? For me, that
it's very funny. Most people I have a fantastic fan base, to be honest. You can probably tell. Where it's like, a lot of them disagree with me, but it's respectful, or they're just like, "Oh, Haven, how can you think that?" and all that stuff. And then there are people who agree with me and like the show a bit more. But occasionally, you get the kind of people who are like, "Damn, taking HBO money as though HBO
Come
like
on.
they
Yes,
send
then they
money.
reach out to you, be
All
like,
right,
"Here,
calm down.
Fantasy Haven."
Hold on. Wait, no, I don't like the tone of that. No, they would if they were going to, they would reach out to me or anyone. But no, and it's also there was a funny one from the other day too, where they were like, you know, oh, I hate that you and Quinn are too pussy to criticize the show. By the way, we criticize the show constantly in our live streams. It's a mixture of praise and criticism, like a normal review is.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's something really funny about those kind of critiques of my critique, which is that it's not just I'm not allowed to just be an idiot. Like I'm not allowed to like you have the wrong opinion, you're dumb, etc. Which is it has to be insidious. It's not allowed to be stupidity or a
Yeah.
different opinion.
It's always you know what's actually true, but you're just too scared to say it.
Yeah, it's either I'm like an avaricious shill who's being paid off to do it. I'm a grifter. I don't have a valid opinion. I'm a liar of some sort, or I'm too cowardly. Like the concept that I actually don't like the show, but I'm too scared to say it. When online the general consensus is that people are disappointed and don't like changes from the book, etc. I just find it really funny. Where it's like, why can't you just say you're an idiot? The show
Yeah.
sucks. I'm fine with that.
Maybe it's I don't know because
It's-
someone called me a brain load for the comments because they thought that I thought the characters and the actors were the same person because I said that Alison, because what's her name? Something Cook. I forgot her first name.
Olivia Cook.
Olivia Cook and Eamon, who is I forgot his name. Ewan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Because I thought that those two acting as sexy would be awkward. They're like, oh, it's because you think they're the same as the characters. It's like, well, no, they've been acting mother and son for like nearly how long? Like nearly a decade at this point. Nearly, it's gonna be awkward. Like, oh, you're such a brainlet. I was like, okay, bro.
It's kind of fun
but
getting insulted.
I think
online,
it's because you're the YouTuber. I guess they have some level of like you clearly know stuff, so they're like, oh, well, you must know the truth. Whereas with me, I'm the normie. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
So, but to be fair, I am a bit of an idiot. But
yeah, and like I said, I just like to be nuanced about art, and I think
as you should.
and in that I think I've been very generous to the show, and I have kind of enjoyed it and gone along with the ride. And maybe there's a sense of where some people are maybe extra negative because they're making content about it, and maybe they kind of get into the swing of having slightly more over the top opinions in a negative way if they're a content creator. Likewise, I'm probably more generous because I'm a content creator and I'm enjoying the process of covering the show while it's out as well, right? And then looking back on it in the future, I am probably going to be like, yeah, this season 3 was better than season 2, but a load of issues with pacing, with character arcs, with some of the changes from the books, etc.
Yeah, it's because, I mean, it will be interesting to look back on it after season 4 once we have the full picture. And also, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of behind the scenes stuff that comes out about, oh, they had no budget. We might learn a bit more of the truth about what it was like to make the show.
I mean,
then it'll be quite interesting.
Season 2, I think we know all the issues there.
Yes, but I mean, season 3 and 4, I'm sure there's still some stuff going on.
I do wonder.
We'll learn about that, and then it'll be interesting to see because I don't know what they're making next after this. I mean, it's more Dunk and Egg. But like as terms of big picture, I don't know if they're making another like. I mean, they probably have like some pre-production plans for like some kind of big politics show because that's the brand really. Unless they're using Dunk and Egg to transition it into something lower stakes, I don't know. But
there's a Aegon.
They're running up books to.
There's an Aegon the Conqueror movie being worked on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Live action?
Live action, The Conquest.
Oh shit! Okay.
We got Dunk and Egg season 2 next year, early next year. Hot D in 2 years' time, probably. Aegon's Conquest movie, I think they said after 2027, just vaguely. And they're also working on an animated sea snake show.
Okay.
When he's younger, when he did his 9 great voyages. Oh shit! My chicken's been in the oven for like 35 minutes.
Oh shit.
Okay, yeah. And then let's wrap up the stream because it's nearly midnight and I haven't had dinner. Fuck. Ah!
Silly man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see if well, not interested, but I wonder if they'll do another big politics show. Because that is the Game of Thrones brand, is that it's all scheming and politics and anyone could die. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do maybe like a between Hot D and Game of Thrones show that's not that's like Duncan Egg later, because I know about Summer Hall and that stuff. Well, vaguely. I would say I know everything. Well, I know a little bit. Maybe they'll do that as a politics show. I don't know. But be curious. Yeah, it's season 4 is gonna be. It's probably a bit rough.
Dead air.
Oh, he's back. Is it black? Is it
It's
scarred?
it's fine.
Have the carcinogens come out sizzling?
I put some sauce in it. It's going back in 5 more minutes.
Okay. Oh, you should be fine then.
It's a shit oven anyway. I think it needs to be in for longer. To be fair.
Yeah. But yeah,
Right. Yes. Should we wrap up because we're just kind of like aimlessly
Yeah.
rambling for some
just
reason?
rambling about shit.
It's two ADHD people, one diagnosed, the other not, just failing to end a live stream.
Yep.
Shall we finish? Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for your super chats. Thank you. I don't need the
Will
super
I
chats
be
because I'm
back?
paid by HBO. Will you be back?
Hot, Duncan Egg season 2.
Duncan Egg season 2.
Yes. Oh, I should say,
ooh.
I do actually have a channel now. There's nothing on it. I've got some things in. I'll call it pre-production. I want to do something on Edward VI, which is Henry VIII's son, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff there that's untapped. So I think I'm working on that. But yeah, maybe I'll be back for Thingy season 2. So it's bingo with me. I would be if it's hot deep. If it's arsewife bingo, I'll be shit. But yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for the kind words, everyone. It's been very nice.
I was not listening. Did you promote your channel?
The name's kind of placeholder for now, and I doubt you'll find it 'cause there's nothing on it. So, but maybe Haven can promote me. Maybe I'll get a bit more. Some handouts.
What's it going to be about again?
I'm thinking history stuff to start, because I do want to do history stuff.
If you call it History Haven, I will kill you.
No.
That would be funny. Shut the fuck up. You don't want a history channel with the initials HH?
No.
Well, I do. And then we can collab because I can do mine videos and people will actually watch mine. And then I can be like, oh yeah, there's a little Alex, there's a little creature called Alex. He'd go over, pat them on the head and be like, do. Give them some subs.
But yeah, so maybe they'll come around. But yeah.
Awesome. Subscribe to Fancy Haven, people, so that I make History Haven. I want 100k this year. Fuck. Let's go. Okay. As for me, what's going on? Live streams. Sunday, I think, probably going to stream with Quinn, where we basically do a breakdown of season 3, basically going character by character and talking about their arcs. And we're also going to do at a later date, like maybe next week, season 4 predictions with book spoilers in mind. And then in terms of videos, my episode 8 quickie went out. I might do a season long quickie, but probably not. I'm working on the real Ormond and the real Helena. When those two are done, I'm taking a break from Hot D. Then I'm going to come back with accent video, Tully video, Harrenhal video. Maybe like a Hot D kill count video could be fun. I don't know. Also, Quinn was telling me I should do Game of Thrones quickies, so I have weekly content where I just do like 10-minute, very quick shitposty reviews of every episode of Game of Thrones. Just push my way through. That could be quite fun. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and